look like Dennis Rodman.
And still, we come in on weird stuff that you guys don't get to know.
You gave a countdown and everything.
I gave you a countdown. I said, here we go. You weren't listening.
We found the problem.
Welcome, guys, once again to the gaming table. We are not playing our regularly scheduled campaign because we're on a bit of a break as we decide what to do with our regularly scheduled campaign.
Yeah, what are you doing on this side of the table?
I'm playing tonight, Brayden.
Gasp!
Gasp! I know. No, that is a good point. Tonight's game is going to be run by none other than the lovely Danny.
Oh, hi.
But before we get to all of that, just wanted to let you guys know how things are going this evening. A few quick reminders, as always. You can look up all of our video content on YouTube. I need to adjust that, but that's okay. You can look all of our video content up on YouTube. Everything we do video-wise does wind up over there eventually. So go over there, hit like and subscribe, turn on all the notifications, do all the things the kids do, and you'll always know when we put the videos up there. It might take a couple of weeks, but you'll always know when the videos go up. We do also run our Discord server that gives you guys sort of a preview of what we're going to do for the week. We try and keep that up to date so that you always know what the schedule is going to be. If there happen to be any changes to said schedule, Discord will get that notification first. So be sure that you are tuned into that, and you will always know what is happening. In addition to our weekly live Monday, well, mostly weekly live Monday nights, we do also run a Sunday night pre-recorded series of streams. We've got 3 different campaigns running. Danny has one running in her Delirium's Domain world, which is a lot of fun. Brayden is running Derringers and Desperados, which is our Western. And just last night we ran the episode of World of Darkness that Lance is running. So we do run those, like I say, every on a rotating basis on Sunday nights, same time. Be sure you tune in and check those out. I don't think I have any more announcements, so I will turn the table over to our lovely DM. Take it away.
This is a pool table, so if he turns the table over, it's really going to be actually a pretty impressive feat. Hello! It's a good shot.
We need one of you to have a good back.
Can't do that until I play Monopoly.
Until we play Monopoly.
Risk.
Yeah.
Risk is the
Yeah.
table flipper.
For you?
Mm-hmm.
For everybody.
Yeah, that's just a known entity amongst
Monopoly,
Risk
we just
players.
quit.
Yeah.
My family fights.
So, for those of you
doing.
who have never come into this particular scenario before, this is going to be a game of Intrepid Insurance, the adventurers insurance company that covers towns, adventurers, a multitude of different kinds of chaos, susceptible entities, and insures them and goes in and cleans up the messes from random things that might happen along the way. Like a good shield, we've got you covered. We are going to open tonight.
Demonetized already.
What's that? What?
Demonetized already.
Oh. Wait, how? What did I do? What did I say?
The quote. Never mind.
No.
I think
no.
we're covered by parody law.
Yeah, we're good.
Almost
We're good.
certain.
Definitely.
I was like, wait, did I say something crude? I don't
No.
Okay.
Not this time.
Not yet.
Not this time. So I give it 5 minutes. It's fine. It's not like we're monetized anyway. This is fine. Everything's fine. In the town of Red Larch. Oh, it's okay. In the town of Red Larch, we open upon the building that seems strangely larger on the inside than it is on the outside, for Intrepid Insurance, where a very confused-looking druid sits in an office after an incredibly confusing few-second conversation. Conversation might be a strong word, in fact, as to what just happened. But they know that they're supposed to be here, or someone was supposed to be here. Stephen, would you like to go ahead and introduce your character to us?
So tonight I will be playing Vish. Vish is a druid. He is a large man covered in a fair amount of fur, and he has a little, like, his nose looks as though it's been outside in the cold too long. It is a little bit pink and it is very large for his face. He is a firbolg, and he is currently looking very, very confused. He additionally has a maybe like a tiny log, big stick, something to that effect, sitting on his shoulder. Out of the top of this stick, this log, there are several little leaves that stick out, and in the dim light, they seem to produce their own luminescence.
All right. The person that you've just been speaking with is Miss Grace, the half-ogre, half-troll, sorry, thank you, owner of this particular branch of Intrepid Insurance, who seemed to chuckle at the idea that you were coming in as a guide to a library. That is not a thing that she had heard of before. But, you didn't immediately request payment, so she doesn't necessarily mind this. She goes out to the main floor, looks at all of you, well, kind of the entire floor, kind of divided into cubicles. There are a bunch of odd, strange people working away at paperwork and such. There seems to be a blind rabbit. There's a lot
And
of
I'm not playing that
Nope.
guy today.
All right.
How, like, the piercing of a cold wind.
We've got a job. Seems to be a nice quiet one, as it's gonna be in a library. So, anybody up for the job? How many do you think that we need?
Some? More than a few?
6 or 7 of you peasants, get over here.
Pissing.
Am I there?
Well, you work here, so I assume
Yes.
yes.
So
Okay.
by this point, like maybe this is just an adventure for you where you are building life experience. There are a few different advantages to working here. Pay is usually not one of them.
Or pay.
Well, as soon as I hear library, I pop right up.
One of the nice things about this particular gig is that you have come to understand that somehow or another their portal room can send you to a multitude of different places. So even if you fake your way into a few jobs for a little while and just pop in random places until you find the place you would rather be, it could potentially be useful. Some of you might actually maybe get lightly paid. Some of you are probably still just unpaid interns. Most of you. But yes, all of you guys, for your own various reasons, which you can divulge as we go, if you have them. If not, you can also just work here. If you would like to describe your characters and how you enter the conference room. We'll start with you.
Guess I'll go first. Okay. So, my name is Dago. I am a warlock Oni from the pits of hell.
right.
Who's the
From
pits
the
of-
bits of hell.
From the pits of hell. I'm looking for a certain artifact to get me back home, more or less. And I have a friend with me, Mel, my little companion, who
This
is
little creepy doll.
for lack of better words, a possessed little doll. But he's my best friend, so I'll take him everywhere.
I don't like dolls.
We know.
Well, you know what? If it gets me out of the office, I will go volunteer.
There you go. That's fair. That's fair.
So I don't have to listen to that voice.
That's also fair. Ervana?
Yeah, so I am Ervana Silverwind, and I am a tall, willowy, half-elven bard who sort of flits around with her flute. I got bored. This felt like an interesting job to take.
I mean, you're probably not going to be bored a lot.
I've had lots of interesting jobs, so why not this one?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
What's could happen?
We're doomed. We're doomed.
Lance.
I am playing Jack, who is your bog standard edgy emo rogue.
Emo.
So like the black.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Covers one eye, wears like obscure rock band T-shirts that you've never heard. It's
Eyeliner, smudgy eyeliner.
Exactly.
Do you wear a choker?
You don't know. You can't tell. He wears a cloak, and the hood is perpetually up.
I love this.
So.
Excellent. Yes.
My name is Alu Master. I am a human fighter, and I'm here because I needed a job, and I really didn't want it, so I'm really annoyed.
You're trying to get even more annoyed when you realize you're still in the unpaid intern status.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be pissed off.
Yeah. This is gonna be great
But
for
if
you.
you go to a crime scene, you can keep what you want if you get away with it.
What, you guys allow that?
I mean, I did.
What?
It's like a house cleaner.
If you find stuff to take and you get away with it, you can keep it.
Oh, you're gonna
When they
create a lot of
get rid
problems,
stuff
sir.
they don't want, he can take it.
Wow. Okay.
That's not
That's
where I
what you
thought
meant. I'll find my pay some way.
Exactly.
This is gonna be a fun time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Dr. Shay.
I'm Shay. I am a human, a necromancer. So I breeze through and am slightly annoyed that Jack and I seem to be wearing the same clothes. I'm a little irritated, so I sit as far away from as possible.
Right down to the same band logo. And everything.
We keep getting them mixed up.
We shop at the same Spencer's.
Makes sense.
You've seen each other at the same Spencer's.
I'm just here to seek knowledge, and I just have a very strange satchel, apparently, that I'm carrying around. And, very pallid. This is not a person that sees daylight often at all. Or wants to. That's it. Yeah.
Unhealthy monster addiction. Thank you.
That is an awesome handle.
That is a fabulous
fantastic
name. I
handle.
love everything about it.
Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the insanity.
I am playing a tabaxi fighter. Just a white furred tabaxi, wearing sort of like a red monk robe with a scarf. Has like a short, has a dagger, but it's a big dagger and basically serves as a short sword. My name is Ouch. The kettle is hot.
That just delights me so very much.
And last through the door, you hear him before you see him because he stomps, stomp, stomp. Comes this warforged, tall, sort of real hefty built warforged. As he comes through the door, you notice a few things. He is made primarily of ironwood with green obsidian sort of filigree inlays. His eyes are faceted green obsidian and they are glowing from within. and he's got a sort of a satchel slung across one shoulder, and as he comes through the door, a little like wood mouse sort of pops out of a hole in his shoulder, runs down his torso, and pops into a hole in his hip.
What was your name?
Climbing Vines.
Friend-shaped thing. Excellent. So, all of you join Miss Grace. At this point, the group does not fit in Miss Grace's office, so she gestures you guys into a conference room, and has a reasonably thin file with her that she throws onto the table.
All right, you guys. So it looks like we got a missing person situation. So the name is Brevizirin Relt. He has disappeared. The last time he was seen was in the librarian library researching the geography of the hells.
Sorry, which library?
The librarian Lorbaron Library.
Would I know of this library?
You would,
I
yes.
would, yes. I'm like, yes.
And you got yourselves a bona fide library expert here to guide you through, apparently. So, welcome the new kid.
She just like smacks you on the back really hard.
It would not last long.
How do you spell his name? The guy missing?
Brevisirin, so BREV.
BRXYZ.
Oh, it ends with an N.
IN.
Well,
You could abbreviate it to Brev if you wanted to, probably, 'cause
For brevity.
for brevity, exactly. Yeah. So, the party turned him in as missing a couple of days ago, and I kind of forgot to pick the file up off my desk. So, yeah.
He's missing in a library?
Yep. That's what they said. He was last seen at the library.
What kind of nerd gets lost in, like, how big is this library?
It's a pretty good size, but I don't know that it's big enough to justify being lost in. So, you might have to do some hunting around, maybe someplace other than the library now, but since that was where he was last seen, we're sending you there first.
Query: who holds the policy? His party or the library?
It's a full sorry. It's a full party policy. So, the party members are the ones in charge of the actual, you know,
Understood.
all the paperworks and all of that stuff. They're the ones who filed the claim.
it's never that simple. It is never that simple.
Alright, so if there's no other questions, I suppose.
Are you alright over there?
Fine.
He sits in the library too long, apparently. He's constipated. Alright. So, we'll get you into the portal room. Steve will make sure you're taken care of, get you over to Lord Baron Library, and get you all set up.
So she'll kind of shoo you guys out of the conference room. And the old man who is very frequently manning the circle of teleportation is kind of snoozing in the corner on the back. As you start getting closer,
Okay. Sorry. Where are we going?
The library?
Librarian library?
Oh, I've got that.
he kind of up and reaches over and grabs a couple of different rune stones to put in the configuration.
Before I step through, I'm going to
Let's look
cast
at that.
guidance on myself. Just
Because
with,
you remember what happened.
just short sword on the side. I'm going to using the pommel of the sword cast guidance
Nice.
on myself.
Screw
You all
you guys.
good luck.
All right. So a portal opens in the floor where the circle is, and you guys get to step in. If you want style points, you can tell me how you step in. If not, I mean, all of you are going to roll me a con save anyway. So
Climbing Vines is going to reach down to his hip and pull out the little field mouse, cup it in his hand gently, and step into the into the portal.
Guidance is very important. Very important.
Con save your save.
yes.
So I say, Mel, time to go! And I will do a little dance and moonwalk into the portal.
Nice.
I rolled a 10.
Well, I mean, you stay conscious. You do kind of stagger a bit, and then you throw up in your mouth, but you manage to not actually like outward. So that was, better than it could have been.
16 for me in the field mouse.
Oh, okay. You guys manage pretty well. A little bit disorienting for just a sec, but you manage pretty well.
I put him back in my shoulder.
11.
It's better than I did.
Yeah, similar
By
to
one.
him. You have the ERPs to go with that, but it doesn't quite come up like his did. So bit
Somebody's here.
That's probably our food.
Oh, if you ordered, okay. Then it probably is. I was like, who would this be?
Who dares?
Everyone is here.
You displease me.
The
Like, all of the
sacrifice is
people
here.
that I would want to talk to are here right now.
Oh wait, our sacrifice is here. That's all it is.
Mr. Adams, I
that
demand
tracks. That
you
tracks.
again.
Stephen, what was yours?
Rolled a 9, so an 8.
You're not doing well.
Just take a toll.
So, oof.
You're fine.
You right
Don't worry
there?
about it.
So, yeah.
Oh no, he hit a chord.
You
It's like that can happen to anyone.
I didn't turn off the stream.
Wow.
Sounds like something.
Sorry, that's been brewing for a couple of years.
Hostility over there.
Couple of years.
So yes,
Fish
stumbles out of the other side of the portal. There is a small librarian woman who is kind of rushing around, all of a sudden realizing that everybody is showing up, who wanders past at the exact wrong moment as you. she stands there.
Heavens.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Really?
And just darts for the washroom.
Your steps sound like.
Really? That's your big entrance?
Somewhere in your fur you hear screaming. Natalie.
So, Ivana, and she in her head refers to herself as Vana, she just sort of flits as effortlessly as she can, and it's a 3.
She flits effortlessly in and tumbles ass over tea kettle out. She's just and for a second she's actually unconscious, but only for a moment as she comes to, sits up, and then does the same thing that Vish just did, only on herself instead of the poor passerby.
Well, that was actually quite a...
But it looked so good going in.
Okay.
It appears my organic companions are quite frail.
So,
How'd
hey,
you do?
first time.
Oh,
How about I hand you a
So
magnet,
Jack will
buddy?
moodily walk through the portal.
well, moodily.
Moodily.
There's an air of disgust as Jack just gets right through with zero problem, looking at everybody just like,
goes right through with the smell of disgust on the other side.
Yep. Absolutely. Daniel. How'd you do?
I didn't know I needed to roll.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Roll me a con
Con
save.
save.
He got distracted by food.
That's fair. Food is distracting.
So that's 9. 1 second.
I got a 16, so I go through and feel like I'm slightly just slightly.
You're a little
dizzy for second.
disoriented and a little dizzy, but you don't actually upchuck, and you gather yourself reasonably quickly.
I go and I see if they need any
Jeez.
help, and
I thought
I
it
say,
was fake.
"Fluids don't disturb me much."
Steven, stop method acting.
The character, not
That
the
way.
player. The player might
That
still
way.
be disturbed.
I got a 13.
13. Okay.
I just got you down
So-
the dry cleaner.
You feel it coming up, but you
Yeah.
manage to keep it down. You don't actually do the full like in your mouth thing like Nate did.
Are you okay?
Can we trade seats?
No.
I fear I'm in the splash zone.
I'm gonna stay back here. So yeah, you kind of you're a little dizzy, a little disoriented, but you're able to grab onto a lectern that's not too terribly far off and like steady yourself and collect yourself. So did you go yet?
I did 11.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Okay.
I was third in line.
That's so, but
Just gonna say
there are a
11
lot
with
of
your
you.
guidance.
Led him by
That's-
guidance. I
yes.
rolled a 3.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
But
Okay.
luckily my bonuses are quite high for Constitution. So.
So it looks like you are in something akin to a university library. It's quite large, but not to you. And you've been into. Excuse me, it's contagious. You've been into larger libraries than this, but it is a pretty good sized one. The librarian comes back out and her robes are just like soaked. She has done as good a job as she could in short time, just trying to rinse them out. And she kind of sloshes a little bit as she walks.
I'm so sorry.
Can I help you?
Yes, we're looking to find a... How do you pronounce his name again?
Mr. Relative.
Brevison.
Brevicitizen.
Oh,
Revenue.
are you guys here about that party that lost their person?
Yes, we've been asked to look for them.
Okay, I know what section he was in. I haven't seen him though, so he probably left. I did leave when I realized that like he was in a reasonably quiet part of the library and left his stuff out. So I left it there since they were missing folks so that he had the option, people had the option of checking it out. So if you want to come with me,
She kind of trying to dry out and not get.
I will do shape water to pull the water out of the clothes.
Oh, nice. She was like, oh,
Oh, thank you.
No, put it in the trash can.
That's lovely. Thank you.
That's my one good thing for today.
It's one of those trash cans that's just the wire mesh.
It's still going in there.
it's still better than on her. Like at this point, I don't think she cares. So she shows
It's
you.
the thought that counts.
She's not wet anymore.
Yeah. She shows you into the back. There's not any windows or doors back here. It's
boy.
a pretty dark corner. You can kind of tell probably the information about the geography of the Hells is not something that people just super frequently look up. So a lot of the Hells stuff, and while this library doesn't have any specific occult sections, anything that might be vaguely adjacent to that is kind of tucked in this back corner. There are a few study tables in between the columns and rows, and there is one that has a bunch of stuff just kind of spread out over it where he was last seen studying.
Okay.
I'd like to go over to where his stuff is. If his stuff is still out, I'd like to go and check that out.
Okay.
Guidance.
What?
Guidance.
Yay!
What's the bonus for that?
It's a D4.
A D4.
I'm sorry.
Cool. No worries.
I should have said.
No, that's fine.
As a person from hell, books are quite interesting.
There's a bunch of stuff that's kind of vaguely not quite right, but you know.
I'm looking for stuff about me.
Oh.
I'd like to do an internet search history on myself.
Yeah.
You guys roll me an investigation check.
That is cocked.
So they're specifically
Oh.
checking out the stuff on the table. Is anybody else looking
That's
around
an
for
8.
anything? Oh. You don't really see honestly, most of this stuff that's out doesn't seem like it's personal effects anyway. It seems more like stuff that he was just reading from the library. You don't really pick up much other than just the broad strokes of what he was studying.
There's a trashy romance right in the middle of the pile. I haven't read that one.
Actually, yes.
Authored by Dell.
The Life of a Succubus.
What did you get?
Unnatural 20.
Oh, okay. So
Yes, what about me?
you don't find anything about you, but you
Oh.
do find some things about your clan. So while you're not mentioned by name, there's some stuff there that, like, that's a very specific thing to look for. I don't know that it's going to do you any good, but you do find that.
I will have to do more to make my name known.
Oh dear.
Be in the books.
I am looking for any unique little trinkets.
Unique trinkets. Okay.
Part of his stuff, part of the library. Don't care.
What you got? Investigation for me.
I cast guidance on myself.
19.
19. Okay. So there is kind of a glint from one of the shelves close by that looks to have a metallic bookmark still kind of like hanging off of the edge. So it's kind of tucked in there. You've seen the metal bookmarks that have the little, it's got one of those, and it's got a little bit of a glowing stone to it. Kleptomania. Okay.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Maybe it's pertinent to what we're doing.
Who knows? Yeah, sure. It's not.
I have to justify this for myself.
It's in a different section, but you can tell yourself that if it makes you feel better. And you cast guidance on yourself?
Yeah.
Are you checking around too?
No, just so I have it for a minute in case something does come up.
Fair enough. Is anybody else?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to investigate the table or whatnot to see if he was perhaps writing any notes down, jotting
Okay.
down anything. I want to see. Plus 4, 17.
Not too bad. Okay, with
Not too bad.
what you are looking for,
Top 17%.
with what you are looking for, you can see that there are like indentations from where he was taking notes over the top of some of the books. And it looks like he was specifically researching a circle of hell, of the hells in this this space that dealt in a lot of divination magic. So hell's divination, things to that effect. But while you're looking down, you also happen to see that there is a rug below you that looks a little out of place.
This does not match this room at all. Just kidding.
I would like to stand there awkwardly.
What,
I would kind of like to.
what,
You do
what
so.
does not match the room?
This rug. It's a little off. My
Like the
my
color?
OCD that is not really OCD is triggered.
Is it the color? Is it the shape?
I think it's just like skewed, right? Is that what you meant by out of place?
Yeah, it looks skewed. It also indeed doesn't look like it was a part of this space. Like everything else looks pretty, I don't know,
Set with
dusty, huh?
Set with purpose. And
Well, set with
left
purpose,
alone?
but
Like-
also dusty and kind of.
I've been in a lot of libraries, and the floors are always pretty disgusting. But this rug looks really new.
What's under it?
I don't know. You should lift it. Find out.
She didn't go through all that schooling to do manual labor.
I'm a doctor. Great question. Find out, I suppose.
I lift it up. Anything underneath?
There's a door.
I like lean over. I'm like, huzzah! Answered. Question has been answered.
Would you like to open the door, or do you want me to do that too? Since I'm already lifting stuff.
I mean, you're there.
I can't argue with that. I check to see if the door opens.
It is locked.
Can I see the lock?
You can.
This is not usually a door in most libraries. Is this normal for?
Like when you say door, like trap door or like door that would be on wall but on ground.
Mm-hmm.
Door that would be on wall but on ground.
Yep.
Okay.
I got this. I try to pick the lock.
Go
I
for
was
it.
just gonna
Are you
get it.
proficient? Are you proficient in
I
lockpicking?
am.
Oh, cool.
She's a bard.
Yeah.
I think she's at this point.
So proficient
That's a
in
natural
everything.
20.
Heck to the yeah. So yeah, you're able to just with your. Do you even bother using your picking kit, or do you just like pull a hairpin out and be like, I got this?
Yes. I pull out a strangely shaped hairpin that looks sort of like a tabaxi on the little head thingy. Okay.
Can I sleight of hand that?
So yeah, roll your perception.
I would say that's cocked.
Yeah.
What am I rolling? Perception?
Yes. Not so great, eh?
10.
28.
Congratulations. You're
Ah,
not-
he's a dex-based fighter, I see.
What do you do with the lock?
What do I do with it?
Yeah.
Well,
What does it look
It's
like?
Is the,
Or lock.
yeah, isn't it a door lock?
Or-
Isn't the lock in
wait,
the door?
It's in the door.
Oh, it's not like, oh,
It's not
okay.
like a...
It wasn't padlocked.
Take
It's
off.
locked like a regular door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was under the impression like a lock you can like take off and move around.
No,
I
Giant
am,
lump under the rug.
Okay.
What is this?
it's a
I
keyhole.
am
Okay.
curious how the handle was not obvious under said rug.
It's a fair question.
It's one of
Is
those
it a
rugs with
doorknob or is it
optical
like a
illusion.
little?
It's a
lift
push,
up?
not a
It's
pull.
the latchy
Yep.
handle.
Might not have always been.
It was a really good rug.
Right, what's your deal anyway?
Okay, I need you to use your big boy voice.
Clearly, he is just.
I'm gonna open the door.
Does it open in? Does it open in or out?
In. So it begins with if you start this, it begins with a fall, but then it's more like a like stepping up onto the floor. Yeah. And this is a smell you are very familiar with.
What do we smell?
There are several different smells going on in this place. There's like this distant smell of foliage, like a damp forest floor. And there's a more present, like, smack you in the face of old parchment and different kinds of inks. And it's hard to explain exactly, like, how you can smell different kinds of inks, but you can. There's a bunch of different things happening there. There's also like the idea of old wood and candle wicks, burning candle wicks. Some of these are standard library smells, but all of them are dialed up to like a 12.
I take a sniff. I'm like, I'm smelling death. So that's
You
a
do,
good thing.
however, vaguely recognize this smell.
Do I?
Yes. This smells... There's like an experience memory for you that's like, it's one of those.
I'm like,
Embalming fluid.
and I go in.
so she just like bamfs in there.
Okay. Okay. So to answer your question, I'm speaking from the other side of the door at you. To answer your question, I think that the library wanted me to bring you guys here.
The library wanted you to bring us.
Yeah,
The library?
the library.
Oh
Okay.
no.
What is it, a giant mimic?
No, it's a library. I hope I don't owe any fines.
Accessing. I do not recall stories of a library. I do recall stories of a warehouse.
The library.
What? And I'll take a step through the door.
This is.
I'll go through the door.
Going on in.
Yep. So this one, you don't have to roll a con save, but you do have to roll me a dex save just to like. You don't because you've done
Natural
this
20.
before, but yeah, that would make sense for you. You. Like somehow or another, you step through and end up on the top of a shelf, just perched perfectly.
Is it con or dex?
Dex
19.
16. Okay, a little clunky, but like not bad.
15.
Yep, also a little clunky, but not bad.
17.
Yep, everybody's doing all right
16.
so far. Yep.
18.
Yeah, everybody's a-okay.
That as we got.
Yeah, you're doing great on that side. So you would know from the layout of the building you were just in, this space should not exist in that space. This is something
I
weird.
feel like we knew that when the door was in the floor, but you know.
That is true. So,
There wasn't like a cellar door.
Nate, draw me a card.
Oh,
Card.
And you
Where
thought you
are
weren't going to
we?
have your deck of many things.
3 of clubs. Where do you start?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, fun. You're in the mausoleum.
So it does smell like death.
It actually does. So there are a lot of bones here.
Ooh.
It is, yeah, there. If you've ever seen pictures of that chapel, I believe in Spain, is it? That's like entirely
The
made
one with
of
the skulls in the walls, where like the walls are made of skulls.
Yeah, that one.
Or the catacombs of France.
Yeah.
It's
I
more
like that one.
decorative than that.
Okay.
But yes, like all of the internal structures where you are right now are very elaborately decorated, but they are all various different kinds of entities' bones. Perhaps some people would find this a gaudy thing, but it seems to be done with the idea of great respect in mind. You can tell a lot of care and concern went into this. I gotta know how my goth kids over there in the corner are responding to this.
This is what my room looks like.
I'm looking to see if there's anything I can raise.
The whole, all of it.
Oh.
The building.
You
The roof. You can
could
raise the roof.
probably, like, if you picked one specific thing, you could probably. There are like whole skeletons you could raise if you wanted.
Well, I don't have anyone's consent to do so yet.
I
And
gave you consent.
this go around consent is so important to me. But it's a thing I do where I'm just like, oh, I could raise that.
I love that. Just like, I could do that.
I could
Are there any
bring that back to life.
loose bones?
Roll me an investigation.
You might get cursed tonight. 12.
So, there's a loose bone. If you want it, it might be a bit of a game of Jenga.
What are the floors like?
The floors are actually very well polished marble,
Okay.
kind of in a brown veined marble. And this is not a super well lit space, but there are there are lanterns hung in specific places that kind of cast an eerie glow about the place.
Excuse me. I think we're supposed to look for someone. I'm gonna go this way. Can we get there?
You feel a rumbling around you, and there are 4 different doorways that are present that you can see.
I'm taking one at random.
Okay.
So you just talk in the air and things happen?
Are you
Right, again, what's your deal?
Are you
I think I was supposed to come get you. I don't really know.
Who are you talking to?
Who hired you?
None of us get paid.
Well, why are you volunteering for it?
are you talking to her of the library?
Excuse me, what?
Never mind.
Sorry,
So
I
there
have
is
to...
a library. I think it's this this library.
Yes, we are searching for a lost person in a library.
No, but there is a library.
Yes, we are in
That
a
is-
library.
Ooh.
Many cities have libraries.
Oh,
There's a special library, and it is possibly alive. This was many years ago. I'm pulling off of old data from.
Somebody really hungry?
Someone dragging a body outside of your house.
I'm concerned. This is supposed to be an imaginary mausoleum.
The library's real.
You willed it.
I'm scared to open the door to our laundry room now. What is that?
I mean, is the
that
wind
not-
blowing that badly?
yeah, it's really high winds.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. That
Goodness.
makes more sense. It's like
I've never heard the wind outside sound like a very angry stomach. um, before we go on with that conversation, do you Jenga?
Once things start moving, absolutely not.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm okay with a minor curse. This thing seems alive.
Can I persuade you?
No.
I'm not okay with that kind of PvP. So,
I'm very excited. I'm ready to go. I'm like, we can just go this way. We can just.
I still fail to see what is special about this library.
Do most of the libraries you go to just move?
You'll get there, don't worry. And I'm gonna open the door.
Steven and Chipper, do you open a different door? There are 4 different doors. Or do you wait and see what he's got going on? Where's my Queen of Clubs?
I wait.
You pass them back over for me.
You wait?
I wait and I see.
Right. So,
But I'm like hot on his heels. I'm like practically peering around him.
Should we not perhaps investigate this first location first?
No.
Okay.
Still don't get this guy, but
Are
he seems
you
confident.
certain?
No.
More than the rest of us.
Dang it, I can't find her name, and I've forgotten.
Marjorie?
No, my...
Oh,
he doesn't know Marjorie. That's a just you thing.
that's just me thing.
Yep.
The person who actually... You asked who hired me, and I'm...
Oh, Miss A tier.
Thank you. Miss A tier hired me.
And that's all you get.
Query, who is Miss A tier?
Who is she now? She was a former noble. She is a plant enthusiast. I know, right?
What
Oh,
what
okay.
connection does she have with Brev?
Y'all are crazy.
I have no idea who Brev is.
Brev is the missing
The
person.
person that you're all looking for. I get that. I don't know who he is.
You're not looking for him?
I was told that I was supposed to be your guide. I'm not really sure why.
I mean, you can talk to the walls. There might be something.
Did you bring us here so the library can eat us?
No.
Is the library
No.
judging us right now?
The library wants to eat intelligent things.
And I'm screwed.
Some of us are safe.
You all might be safe.
The door that you open opens into an area that you're not super familiar with, and every section of this library is gigantic, so it's only like a vague idea of the wing that you are in that is the size of a small town. But you open into the geology section.
Okay, I can work with this.
Yeah, there are, just as one would expect, massive shelves full of just huge numbers of books. And on the edge of like every third shelf, there is a bell. And in between, there is a case filled with a variety of different stones and odd geological samples from different areas. And some of them look like they could not possibly even be from the same planet. It's a very, very broad place. Roll me, anybody who would like to, an investigation check.
Guidance.
Oh, I suppose I forgot to tell you all, welcome to the library. I suppose I'm to be your guide. I don't really know this section very well, but I mean, I think I've passed. Maybe passed
So what are we?
through.
An investigation.
So you said what now?
Oh, I just said I suppose that I forgot to tell you that welcome to the library, and I guess I'm supposed to be your guide. I think I've passed through here, so you know I have a leg up.
So, are you a librarian?
No.
Do you work here?
Yeah, sort of. I'm getting paid to do work here.
Any
This
of you
is a hub where all worlds come together.
No, it's not.
At the end of this adventure, one of them will be dead. Can you guess which?
Not it.
So those of you investigating, what did you guys roll?
No.
19.
No. 19, 12. 1.
11.
Was that a 5?
Oh, so 3 of you rolled no.
Yes, 3 of you rolled no.
Yeah.
You are very distracted by those shiny, shiny bells. So,
Who doesn't like bells?
our 19,
Hello.
you make out, nobody was higher than a 19, right? No. You make out vaguely from a little bit of a distance that there are footsteps that seem to like be kind of in a dustier area that look like all of the sudden they got a lot broader. So yeah, you're able to see those footsteps, and then they turn down one of the columns.
Well, it looks like someone came. I'll point out the footprints. It looks like someone came down this way, and it seems like they were in a hurry up to this point and went off that way.
Impressive. Didn't notice that.
Yes, I don't care for rocks.
What does that mean?
Geology isn't worth a study.
Oof, man. An apology to any geologists.
Oh yeah.
Very small audience.
They're too busy looking at rocks to watch this stream.
Are you saying geologists are not nerdy enough to watch us?
As a guy who loves rock.
Look, I'm just making a joke here.
You are met with a stony face.
Oh.
You
No.
Oh.
Boo! Yes.
See, when I do it,
That's
I
not
don't
on
get
purpose.
yelled at.
Let me go get my rock collection.
So yes, you are able to see that. Do you follow the footsteps?
Yes, I'll start following the footsteps, seeing as that's where we're supposed to be going.
All right.
Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna open one of the other doors just to see what's in it.
Draw.
What a...
Tough nuggets.
Ace of Hearts.
That's
Oh, so you open this. This is actually a pretty door. It's got like kind of the etching of boughs over the top of it, carved in, with some interesting little fruit like engravings around, and some stars in one side and suns on the other. And in the middle of all of it, there is the impression of one sun inside another. And when you open the door, it opens into an area that looks like it's outside. It's this huge space that you hear running water somewhere in the background. It looks like a sunny, beautiful day. There are bushes and a small rose garden somewhere out there. Yeah.
I think he went this way.
what's the name of the room, just for?
That one is the Shifting Gardens.
I wish we were going that way.
Can we come back this way?
Yeah.
That sounded like a if we survive sigh.
What?
It did look like a lovely space.
It is.
Did I just do something that made it?
No, that was me.
Oh, okay,
That
gotcha.
was over here.
Sorry.
And every now and again, he makes a tone.
You're just bing. So yeah, that is what you see through that door.
I'm following the footsteps with Braden, but we're just kind of distractedly looking around.
I'm just making a note so I can come back hopefully afterwards and check that out. For now, I guess we gotta find if we can do.
And then Danny,
Before-
just for your, unless I said otherwise, I'm just constantly casting guidance on myself.
Fabulous. Wonderful. So yeah, you've got all the guidance going. As you turn the corner, you notice that but before you get to the next doorway where the footsteps are headed, there's some shreds of paper that you would notice too. And yeah, that's all you get for right this second.
Okay.
Heading towards the doorway.
I'm gonna snatch up some of the shreds of paper.
I'll be like, there's some paper down here, and I'll shred paper right
Yeah,
here,
but-
and then I'll continue on to the door.
So I'm gonna snatch it up and
Oh yes, please.
see if I can start, like, is there, like, writing on it? How, is it, like,
What is it?
what is it?
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Please know that during in the library.
8.
8. Okay. So it's really, you can't really quite make anything out that goes together. You do see that there's some stuff that maybe looks a little handwritten, but most of it looks like text that was written into the actual books.
I'm gonna cast mending on it.
I also have mending. It's a single break or tear in an object you touch.
Yeah, a couple pieces managed to knit back together. It's not quite enough to do anything with.
Well, okay, so it's a cantrip, so I'm just gonna keep spamming mending on it as we go.
Is that from a... Oh, I'm gonna go ring a bell.
You guys hear this pittering and pattering of little feet that comes along, and the first thing that shows up is this very diminutive figure in a red cloak that looks up as it gets next to you, and
What does it look like?
It's a little bitty red cloaked figure,
Okay.
and
Well, you say itty
can't
bitty,
see-
like
So, like Jawa?
like Jawa, or
yeah, Jawa.
Okay,
yeah,
so
Jawa
a red
size.
cloaked Jawa.
Yeah,
Okay.
red cloaked Jawa.
Yellow, and he'll just sort of like point to his hands. Thank you.
he kind of hustles off, and a couple minutes later, there are a couple of yellow.
Just a minute. This is important.
But they sing a little
Oh,
song.
okay.
Yeah, one of the yellow clad librarians comes over, and the other one puts his hand on top, and they start kind of like working together, and ever so slowly, like they're shifting their hands together like this, and it starts building this mass of pages between them, and starts rebuilding this book and a note with it. So yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's neat.
It's their job.
they kind of shuffle off. One of them will try to reach the shelf that the thing belongs on, and he can't quite get there.
I'll reach down and grab him and hold him up to the shelf.
You hear this.
We do need to still look at that though, right?
Oh. So I'll reach up and grab the book.
He looks at you and looks at the book.
I will put it back where it goes.
What the hell, man?
Just put that away.
He shuffles off.
So looking at the book that has been reconstituted.
It is a book about the different geological formations in a place called Vergolf?
Gesundheit?
No. A place I pulled out of my backside.
Ew, get back.
Yep.
I'm looking at
It
the
was
bell
really
now.
uncomfortable. Oh, where are my notes? I have a notes page here somewhere.
Look at the bell.
Have you described Mel?
Haha.
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me a
Wait,
d20,
you
Keith.
Possessed all. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 4.
There is a little note that says, the Black Adder was here, that was tucked in. That's all it says.
Like,
Query. Is anyone here familiar with Black Adder?
snakes?
The TV show?
It's TV.
Unknown. There is a note that
plague?
says the Black Adder was here.
Kind of sounds like a child who writes.
I was gonna say.
Hey, something was here.
Something to go on a geology field trip.
Hold on,
and not roll
hold
that.
on. Let me see. Hold on.
Am I familiar with the Black Adder?
I guess you can roll me a history check, but probably not. It's gonna be a real high DC for you.
I mean,
Do
you know Mr. Bean?
Natural freaking 20.
And I was there to witness it.
So let's see what other crap I can make up. So the Black Adder is actually something kind of similar to the thing that you the World War II little face. I forget what his name is.
Kilroy.
Kilroy was
Oh,
here.
okay.
Yeah, he is a fantasy version of that has snuck around through a bunch of different cultures over
Oh.
time.
How disappointing.
Wah,
And I'm
wah,
going to
wah,
put
wah,
it back
wah,
up
wah,
on
wah,
the
wah.
shelf.
So nothing of interest.
One fails to see how the Black Adder would be relevant to the current search.
one might if one knew what the Black Adder was. Is it venomous?
No, it is.
Poisonous.
No.
Toxic.
Graffiti. It is graffiti.
So it was a kid.
Most
Seems
likely.
like it. Wait,
Okay.
I'm off looking at footsteps.
Okay, I suppose we move on.
Are you first to the door? Who's
I would have been first to the door, technically.
what you got?
5 of spades.
5 of spades. Okay. 5 of spades. That's hearts.
Did you write out 52 different locations?
Yes, I did. Shut up.
Jeez.
She asked us about them yesterday, don't you remember? As we were watching The Sword in the Stone.
Yes.
So, this one looks a lot more like a traditional dungeon scenario. There are a few different kind of pen type dungeons, or I guess prison cells, you could say. And one of them has something actively in it, in the corner, sort of bubbling a bit.
Okay. What's the name of this room, just so we...
This is the holding pen.
What kind of things?
I
do
approach the
libraries
bubbling
and
thing because
prison-
I'm no stranger to
Like,
weird
did
liquids.
this-
Bookworms, clearly.
Did this thing
Dragons.
forget to return a book?
You know?
He had a late feet.
If it is,
This is what
if
happens
it
to
is
late
liquid,
fees.
perhaps it was damaging the books.
I want to go take a look. And roll
I'm absolutely
Arcana,
taking a
I
look.
guess, maybe.
Yeah,
But-
Arcana, nature, maybe.
No,
Guidance.
Arcana.
Arcana would probably work better.
What is
that.
guidance?
D4.
Add it to the number.
13.
So, this this bubbling thing, you're not totally sure, but it looks like some sort of an elemental that you are unfamiliar with. It is quite fluid, but seems to not be able to get through the particular barrier that it has been established.
What language do elementals speak? Oh. Never mind.
So wait, are you trying to talk to
Can
him?
we still see the tracks?
I was.
Okay.
Yes, you can still see the tracks.
Okay.
She wants to talk to you.
His little shoulder stick kind of shuffles a little bit. And you hear from the cage,
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, stand back. I got this.
Okay.
oh, do you have primordial?
I have Awakened Mind, which I can speak telepathically if it understands the language.
Oh, also works.
What would you like to ask?
I just wanted to know if it had perhaps seen this person go through, but now I don't know if we got a description.
Okay. So first things first.
That would have been a good idea.
My name is Diego. We are traveling looking for someone. What's your name?
So it says Glop.
Glop. His name is Glop. Pleasure to meet you.
Lying.
Glop or lop?
Glop.
Glop.
No, that's what he said.
Yeah, Glop. You. Okay. May I ask why you're in here?
He was, he had escaped from the vats and had marked through and blackened several of the books in philosophy.
Oh, blasphemy.
Now that would be theology.
Bad move that.
He
Potato,
was
tomato.
It was redacting philosophy.
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
You'll
Kant.
see
We
yourself
just
out.
don't want any Kant anymore.
Fair enough. Happy. Did you happen to see anyone come through here recently in the past few days?
Yes, he has. And of course, like, you're getting all of this too.
Can you describe them?
Tall man, curly fire hair. kind of matches the description.
Description.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, had a bit of a like red fro sort of a situation.
What was he alone?
Yes, and terrified.
Great. I mean, I can understand
Okay.
Why?
One last question. Did you happen to see what was chasing him or why he was terrified?
Paper scraps.
Paper scraps.
that. Oh.
Oh.
I know where we're going.
Care to
I hope
elaborate?
so. You're the guide.
Well, okay, maybe I don't.
Oh, that's not great for a guide to say.
I know where we're leaving.
Fantastic.
DM Danny is excited to hear what this is.
The guide knows where it is
Okay.
because the guide knows where it's not.
Anybody have any other questions for this thingy?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you for your time. We'll be on our way.
Good luck.
Keep following the footsteps.
He looks kind of sad that you didn't let him out.
Oh, now I kind of want to
You
let him
destroyed
out.
library.
Perhaps refrain from redacting information from the library's books in the future.
I will, using my
What is-
sword,
what does that
I will
mean?
cast message at this creature and tell
Just the
him to
sound.
please continue.
Should
I'm
I let him
gonna-
out?
Philosophy is number 2 on my things that don't need to exist list.
So, should I let him out?
No.
I don't say that. I only mention it to him, so he...
I have a fish bone that's really just like pretty and carved and things. I'm just gonna give it to him.
He's gonna pick the lock now.
What? It's just pretty.
Yes, you gather whatever it said. It was a gratitude. Excellent.
Oh, I hope we don't have to fight him later.
I won't.
Yeah, it's her bud now. So,
Continuing on.
I would like to do a quick thing.
Mhm. What you got?
I would like to do find a familiar.
Okay.
So that's a ritual that takes 10 minutes.
It takes an hour.
Never mind. I don't do that right
Like,
now.
as a ritual, it's an hour and 10 minutes.
I will not do that right in this moment. I misread duration by counting time.
Now, I will say, because of the duration of that, if you would have chosen to do a casting before you came in here, while you guys were like looking around, while you were traveling, something like that,
Or
I'll
while
allow
you were
it.
doing your paperwork.
Yeah, paperwork stuff. I will allow it since you had not looked at the time frame of that.
Yes, I would like to have just a little raven. With
Nevermore.
me,
Nice.
because it goes with my look. And also I don't want a fish or an octopus.
Those were your only options.
Yeah, there's other little ones, but none of them are.
I do really love the idea of you just like having this octopus
This
like
big.
wrapped around your shoulder. Like
But for the intent that I wanted, it was that as soon as we start walking, and I'm like, keep your eyes open. It's like, oh, watch.
Is the raven gonna be staying with you, or is it gonna be flying around?
Stay with me.
Okay.
We're
Well,
smarter, not harder.
I only asked because my companion flies,
Mine
All
doesn't.
flies.
and
it floats.
It
It's
floats.
real
Stick thing.
disconcerting.
Oh,
Yeah.
the stick thing. Right.
his main mode of transportation is flying. And if he walks, he's like 5 feet per minute. He's really slow at walking. But yeah, if he's flying around, if your raven's flying around, he might go after it.
You just write on
No,
it.
it's
His pet's
sticking
feral.
with me.
Of course.
Wait, does it have wings or does it just like?
He's a possessed doll.
levitate?
He just levitates.
All right.
So who hits the next door first?
Oh.
I want to do it. 5 of that.
Okay, you guys got anything out
Five
there that'll get
of
blown around?
diamonds.
Yeah, probably the camp
Ah, okay. So this hall is the patronage magics study. So there is a lot of, there are a lot rather, various texts regarding different patrons, how patronage becomes a viable means of passing down magic, all of these different things. There are, again, the bells on the edges of the aisles. There is a little reading space in the middle with nice, lush little cushions and chairs. And it seems that there is a desk in the corner that is it has the look about it of a help desk.
But there's
I march up and look for like a little
The bell.
thing.
There
to
is a
smack.
little bell thing there.
This is a nice place.
Smack it. Ding.
It is silent. You hear a small rustle of paper that is happening on the desk beside the bell. And you just see a, "How may I help you?" scrawled out in common.
Oh, very fun. Yes, we're looking for a man,
curly red.
Curly red
curly
hair.
red hair,
Fiery.
perhaps frightened, coming through here, trying to escort him out of the library. Have you seen?
Possibly chased by paper wasps.
I'm sorry, what? Paper what?
Wasps. Bzzz.
Shh, we're in a library.
I'm aware.
Man in question passed through 2 days ago, followed by Dagger.
That's not great.
Do paper wasps have daggers?
No.
Like
A dagger wasp might.
Okay.
a levitating dagger.
Ink Dagger.
Ink dagger. So a drawing.
Probably not paper wasps.
Does
Writing.
oh,
What?
Writing.
Right. Like angry words. Like
Angry words.
so scraps of paper with angry words.
Yes.
Okay.
does your flow of time, is your 2 days the same as my 2 days?
What are your 2 days?
Depends on what you had to drink.
24 hours?
2 revolutions of the 5th sun.
Okay, that matches.
Isn't there only one?
No.
Gonna break our robot.
Like, does Marjorie still work here?
What?
Marjorie is present.
In this room?
Who is Marjorie?
Do you request Marjorie?
Who's Marjorie? Yes!
Where is Marjorie?
Does Marjorie have anything to do with our current search?
Maybe. She could assist.
You guys
Your
hear
stuff is showing.
so much. You guys
Like,
hear this
no.
click, click,
Oh, yes.
click of heels coming your direction. There's this of a door in the far corner, and the clicking gets closer, and there's the silhouette of a Victorian dress coming towards you, and the cute little Victorian heels, and her hair's all bunned up and whatnot. As she gets closer, though, something is very wrong with this picture. She's definitely undead. Like, she has a very sunken-in face, very dry features, kind of like sticking in like half of her mouth. You can kind of see the
Very
bones.
corpse bride.
Very Corpse Bride vibes, yes. And she sets eyes on you and just smiles the biggest smile.
Oh dear, I thought that I wouldn't see you again. I'm so glad that I found you. Or you found me.
Me too.
And you brought friends.
Well, I brought some people.
I'm hurt. whatever your name is.
I think they work together.
Oh, yes,
Wait, do you
yes.
know this guy?
No, but I think that I remember him being like, is it botany? Oh yes. He looks like a botanist, and I knew that we had a Furbolg researcher, so I assume
You know?
the Nissers speak. They speak well of you.
That's good. I'm glad. Thank you.
Marjorie, what is an ink dagger? Why would it be following someone writing angry words?
Oh, goodness. Oh, you got that from the help desk, didn't you?
Yes.
We're going to have to work on your communication skills, darling. So, lay on me, what is it that we need to actually decipher for you here?
We are searching for a man. And
Not to date.
not to have as a partner, but to rescue, maybe. And,
Well, that's not healthy in a relationship.
and it seems he was through here 2 days ago, chased by an ink dagger, writing angry words. Previously chased by paper wasps.
We are here as
Probably not
representatives of
paper
Intrepid
wasps.
Probably
Insurance.
not paper wasps.
We are here as representatives of Intrepid Insurance.
Oh,
His
yeah.
party has filed a claim for a missing person.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Curly red hair.
Fiery.
A fiery red hair.
I have not seen him, but if we are to take the interpretation of ink daggers, it could be an animate spell. Those happen from time to time. It's not impossible that one of the books has gained sentience again. That's always a difficulty.
Again.
Oh yes, it happens all the time.
Wonderful.
Welcome to the library.
Is the library insured by any chance?
Oh, darling, the library doesn't need insurance.
I'm pretty sure the library insures itself.
It does. Quite right. I believe it's one of the solstices, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it?
It would be. So, things tend to escape more around the solstices. So, we should probably see to that. I am going to put in a request from some of our observers and see if they can find something for us. If you'll pause for a moment, I'll return very shortly. She kind of goes over to one of the shelves and rings the bell, and a few different librarians come over and she kind of whispers to them. They go off about their way. She hurries out of the room really quickly, leaves you to discuss for just a second.
So, who is Marjorie?
That undead woman.
She's one of the liches.
Did you make her?
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Roll. What? Who are you and what the hell is this place?
Wait,
I
did
suppose
you
I
say-
didn't introduce myself. I'm Vish.
Yes! You introduced yourself.
Oh.
What
Did
do you
mean
do?
to say Vish instead of Lich? Because that'd be cool.
Vish. My name is Vish.
Are you
I am
rich?
a... No.
No, I would tell. I could be able to tell.
No. I'm not a lich. I am actually here researching specific carnivorous plants, but I think the library wanted me to bring you all here for some reason, maybe to find this person. And I'm not sure it was supposed to be me, but here I am, so...
So you're not at all invested in finding what's his name.
it wouldn't be a good thing for someone to be lost in the library. It can be a dangerous place.
Another question.
You have lots of those.
Yeah, I do. Because you make 0 sense. Are
Okay.
you researching books about carnivorous plants, or are there carnivorous plants in this library?
Yes. But in fact,
It's a good thing you're not insured.
You said that you weren't sure that
I am
this was supposed to be you showing us around. Who was
I
it?
sort of suspect that they were looking for someone else, but
They-
they got me.
Got you. Okay. And you were just here, and then they asked you.
More like told me, but yeah.
So,
Volunteer.
what does Marjorie do in the library?
I am unaware what her specific job is.
How do you know her?
So once a while ago, I was doing some mending of books and such, and then
He went through a portal.
I went through a portal.
Oh, sorry.
I went through a portal, and I was here at the library, and was able to ask very, very, very minimal questions before there was something that attacked the library, and I was unceremoniously shoved right back out again. And I have been trying to find my way back here for
Attacked
many
the
years.
library?
I believe it was a bookworm.
Oh.
Yes,
How big was this worm?
it was very large.
In theory, if it fed here for any amount of time, it could be massive.
There were alarms going off. It was quite huge.
Like those bells?
No.
I mean, those were ringing too, but there was more to it than
There
that.
was anyway, Marjorie said that she maintained the library. Not Marjorie maintained the library, but she maintained the library. And that the
Are you a she?
library was a place with lots of information and portals sometimes opening. It's very rare.
Libraries do have lots of information.
They do. But not all
Libraries
from-
very rarely have genders, however.
Not always from the same plane of existence, these bits of information.
There's the little clicking of heels again. Marjorie re-enters. So, you're about to hear a broad call. It seems as though perhaps we have a vague idea of what the scraps of paper might have been. And at that point you hear this booming voice that sounds like it's on an intercom system almost, that says, another fiction has escaped. Another fiction has escaped. Unknown character. Armed. Potentially dangerous.
If it's Scritch, I tell you. We're gonna go necromancer on necromancer.
Archivist, that's the title I
Yes.
was looking for. The Liches are archivists.
Fiction. Like a character from a book just popped out for funsies?
Yes. Now, I'm not totally positive that that's what's chasing your friend, but there's a very fair possibility. We've already found Don Quixote once this week, and I have a funny feeling that there's more where that came from because solstice. So, given the nature of your description and the fact that there was a fiction who was just seen vaguely escaping one of the rooms, I believe that that might be the problem for your friend that they were trying to evade. Yes.
Is there a subsection to fiction?
Oh, there
Do you
is,
know?
yes.
Do you know what subsection it might have escaped from?
So that one would be Other Worlds. It would have been recognized if it was from here. So I could not tell you which specific subsection it came from, but I could tell you that it's not one of the local region's fictions.
Okay.
Those are very identifiable. They're quite odd.
All right.
Unrelated. Should a book ever leave the library and be returned, are there fines?
Oh dear. You still have that. Oh
No,
dear.
I don't know. I'm asking for a friend.
Deception check.
Given the circumstances of our last departure, I believe that probably all will be well. However, I will say that it's not very likely you're going to be leaving a door again for the outside world without having to turn that back in.
Okay. I just kind of pull a book from my pocket and kind of slide it over the desk.
There's the pitter patter of little feet, and a librarian in yellow comes over.
What's the book title? Can I see it?
It is
Is it smut?
actually
Did you
no,
steal a book?
Give
Really?
it back.
not on purpose. It was. Oh, where'd you go?
Let's see here. It is Death in Circles.
Hmm. There's a big long subtitle
I
too.
think.
But yeah, Death in Circles. It's a djinn book. So yes,
I'm sure that they'll be fine. It's fine. And aside from which, hopefully you've had plenty of time to memorize all of its holdings anyway. So, would you care for me to accompany you to the fiction department? Or is there something else as the lookouts all go about their business that I should occupy you with?
I'm assuming that as a lich, you're powerful.
Within reason.
Then yeah, sure, come with us.
Very well then.
Yes, we love you, company.
so she kind of clippy clops along with you. Anything that you're specifically saying or anything like that as you
While
go?
everybody's moving, I want to check to see if the little bell is attached to the desk. The help desk.
She's gonna get us thrown into the jail of the library.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
I'm just thinking of the library from the magicians. We're gonna get locked in there and stuck in it.
Dice is so tiny.
I know. I just couldn't be bothered with all my other ones today. 23.
Oh, yeah, that puppy is mobile.
So before we go, I'm not paying attention to that.
No,
but,
I made sure no one was.
You sure?
the invisible
Higher than a
desk-
23?
You can try if you want. She didn't.
Oh, just barely with 21.
I'm just gonna leave a flower on the desk. Thank you.
That's cute.
Excellent.
Does the flower
Don't eat
have
it. It's
meaning?
poisonous.
Does it also eat people?
No. No.
It has to grow bigger first.
It's not attached to a plant. It's just a flower.
She leads you through the next section, which is going to be a section that is very much dedicated to chronology, and there are all kinds of shelves up high on the wall that have all sorts of little doodads and
Melting clocks.
yeah, it's very Salvador Dali in here, kind of leading you through the various places. Roll me perception checks.
19.
11.
18.
18?
18 also.
Come on.
Like, no.
16.
I'm
24.
trying very hard to make sure that I don't ring it. I'm like securing it.
11.
11. All
Robbie.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So, those of you with like,
that we got the same thing.
yeah, our 11s kind of hear some rustling from the corner. But our 16s and above, you guys begin to smell this kind of off-putting burning dust smell at the same time that you can see from the corner of one of the shelves something kind of pulling together from out from under the shelves, swirling together. There is a dust golem that is pulling itself into formation. And those of you with the 19s, I think there were two of you, you guys can see that there's another one in the other corner of the room.
Okay. Should we worry about those, or are there little
Miss
Dust
Marjorie.
elementals.
library? Oh,
Miss Marjorie. Should we be concerned?
Oh.
There's Ratchet. There's
Oh,
Ratchet.
yes. Yes, you should be concerned.
Should we do something about it?
I would like to stealth, please.
Roll me your stuff.
I'm reaching into my bag and pulling out a little ball of fuzz
Roll it. What
And
ball
dr-
of fuzz are you rolling?
and dropping it on the floor next to my feet. Let us find out
Oh, this is bag of tricks.
library.
what comes out of my bag of tricks. It so it drops to the floor, and there's an ape next to me.
Oh, dear. Goodness gracious.
Was that intentional?
Well, you never know what's going to come out of this thing.
Like cast wind wall and encompass both of them.
Oh.
I don't know what that will do, but
That feels like a smart thing.
They'll take control of your wind wall.
or they just get a lot bigger.
That would actually be really funny.
Says the DM.
Huh. Well, I mean, it doesn't say that it's...
They need to make under normal circumstances they would need to make a strength saving throw. But I don't know. It says it keeps keeps fog, smoke, and other gases at bay. Small or smaller flying creatures can't pass through.
Interesting.
Creatures in gaseous form cannot pass through it.
I guess technically it's a gaseous form. I mean, the doorways are on the other side where they are, but, like, yeah, I guess technically it's in... I mean, there is a solid component to it, but the wind part of it would be, I guess, a gaseous form. So, okay. Everybody roll me initiative, though, that way, because at some point you're going to have to go somewhere with this. Oh, that's a nat 20.
It's a gnat.
What?
Does guidance work with...
Do you want Mel
Yes.
to use my initiative or his own?
Right in.
Yours, it makes
Yes.
my life easier.
I figured.
Thank you.
I
Oh, sorry, everybody, that I just deafened by smacking the microphone. Okay.
Oh,
Baddies. Okay. Baddies got a nat 20.
That's next.
Alright. What'd you get?
10.
And
Unnatural 20.
unnatural 20.
Yeah, well, low.
Nope, that's climbing vines. You're a fish. Okay, what'd you get, Nat?
What? Oh, sorry. Unnatural 20.
Oh, which one of you has the higher...
She does.
She's got the higher.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, actually, we're the same. You have one higher. You're first.
Okay. Lance.
Well, I got a 19 on my stealth roll, and I got a 1 on my initiative.
You're too busy hiding to see what's going on.
Nah, you're just holding the action.
Did you get Daniel?
10.
10? Okay.
I also have 10.
My dex is a 3.
Who has the higher?
Is it the little plus number?
Yeah. I
3.
got 3.
I had 3.
What's your actual number?
17.
Mine's 16.
She goes first.
Oh yeah.
So, Nate and Daniel, what was
Mel's coming for
your number for, like, dex? Because you were also a 10, right?
Yeah. My
You
dex.
have +2.
He has a +2.
I can't see.
So you are
Yes.
third in that
Plus 2.
wrangle of 10s.
Nice, that's way out. I know.
Brayden, what you got?
19.
19.
I'll send you a picture of Mel so you have nightmares.
Oh, 22. Okay.
I grew up with a Teddy Ruxpin that had one eye missing. Nothing can scare me.
Oh,
We're
a
over
Teddy
the-
Ruxpin? Oh, wow. I
had one of
haven't
those.
seen one of those in a long time.
My grandmother kept porcelain dolls.
A Teddy
My
Ruxpin
elves
was a
were
bear
terrible things.
that you could insert cassettes in the back,
Yeah.
and it would, because the cassette would tell a story, and then the mouth would move as if Teddy Ruxpin was telling the story to you.
And his
Yeah,
eyes
little-
would move.
Little
Yeah.
book.
One of his eyes
Mine
on
started speaking like a demon after many years.
I feel like this actually explains a little bit about both of you.
What? Sat in the corner.
Well, I
with
had
an
one
eye,
too,
with an
and that
eye
was fun.
socket.
You too.
I never had one, but I saw them. I had friends who had them, and they were creepy.
I
Yes.
had a really old one that was given to me when I was
They were
descended
they
down
were the
from
Gen
the
X
family.
version of the
Furbies.
Tickle me off.
Furbies.
Yeah. I also had a Furby too.
You just couldn't escape.
Actually, I also had a Furby.
All right.
It started talking like it did, and my parents threw it away.
Our bad guys are gonna actually be first in initiative order, but the rest of you who haven't already done something as an action, stealth, whatever, will get, since they are forming, you will get one movement beforehand.
Movement or okay.
Or one
One
Oh.
action.
action.
A guidance.
Color
We'll add
me
that just to
shocked.
use whenever during this fight.
I assume we're in dim lighting.
Yes, we are in dim lighting.
Okay. So I'm doing one with the
Shadow blade.
shadows.
What's that do?
As long as I don't move, I'm invisible.
Okay. So that gives you yours. You've done your wind wall. Nat, are you going to be doing anything with your, like, little, I guess, surprise-ish round?
That's
What
the
magic?
Bless you.
Goodness.
Oh, I have nothing offensive.
That's okay, Stephanie. You're plenty
Can I hold my action to... So, right now they're behind this wind wall thing. They're sort of forming.
Yes.
But, like, they haven't done anything yet.
Not yet.
I'm gonna hold my action and wait for them to do something nefarious.
Okay.
Is that too broad?
Not really in this case, I wouldn't think.
Okay.
You do. Oh, you already stealthed. Daniel.
Daniel.
Didn't I?
Sorry, what?
What are you doing with the things that are forming?
Yeah, you
Yes,
kind of
that
have
is-
like a little bit of a
Um,
surprise round happening.
How
I mean-
do you fight the wind?
You use the name.
No, so I'm looking through my stuff, and I don't.
Blame you.
I'm not prepared for this job. I got nothing.
You can read a book while you're waiting.
No, I get my my water jug and I just run over and like throw water at it.
It will splash back in your face because of the wind wall.
He did what he did.
I don't want to be here. I don't need to be here. I'm not getting paid for this.
You're not getting paid.
BS. No.
Welcome to Intrepid Insurance.
Huh.
There has to be laws about this.
Not in Red Luck, there's not.
A research.
We don't have a union.
You get hazard pay?
No.
Nope.
Although honestly, if she knew, she would
Probably
probably
would.
give you extra.
But I'm never gonna ask because that would be awkward. I'm not gonna impose.
Yeah, I stand there, arms crossed, just like
What? What you gonna do?
whatever.
What?
I can't do anything.
Okay. I have Gust as a cantrip.
Okay.
2 parts. If they're moving in one direction, can I try to direction them?
To what end?
To destabilize it, to like make it poof.
I have created quite a mess for myself to have to decide.
Sorry.
I mean, it's an interesting problem.
You
You
can
can
roll for it.
try.
Does she have the aid of the
so-
wind wall since I dropped it on top of them?
What's that?
Does she have the aid of the wind wall since I dropped it on top of them?
Probably.
So you can do it roll off and see what happens.
Well, I mean, that's a
So
nat
is that
20 right
advantage?
there.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Gosh dang it. I just would have been rolling higher if I was thinking.
If you were thinking,
I forgot I have Jack of all trades.
like, how was thinking?
So how does your gust look?
It's air.
Like
I seize the air and compel it to create, so I guess I just go like or something, and then I'm trying to just create the opposite, whatever direction one of them is going, I'm trying to undo it.
All right. So I'm gonna say, of course. I'm gonna say you guys are able to destabilize because they get caught in this weird wind wall gust, their own rotation situation, and you see what form they were taking disperse completely across the wind wall for a moment. So that's gonna knock back their HP considerably. They are not currently in a tangible form, but you still are in a situation where you have to cross the wind wall to get to your next location. So
That was good thinking.
that was a lot. A lot just happened in a very short time. Do you guys have anything to add to that?
I mean, I've got my ape. I'm just gonna grab my staff.
Hanging out.
I'm gonna grab my staff and just cast Shillelagh.
Oh, I actually
And-
forgot your
be ready?
ape thing would have probably been your bonus action, or not bonus action, but
Well, I mean-
kind of surprise action.
Shillelagh is a bonus action, so I can do both.
Oh, okay, that works. So with ouch,
Yeah.
is
I
there
cast
anything-
guidance on myself.
Oh, yeah,
so-
that's right. You guidance. Okay. So that brings us to the bad guys who are going to try really hard to reform now. Let's see how that goes for them.
Would you say that reforming is nefarious?
Are you gonna try to shoot them?
Not in and of itself.
Okay.
They're not able to anyway.
Fair.
So now you just have a giant wall of windy dust.
They would need to make a strength saving throw.
They're almost certainly going to fail. Oh, except one of them is a nat 20. So one of them succeeds, apparently.
Okay.
It
What is
absorbs the
my-
other, becomes stronger.
So they only have to beat a 16.
The other one rolled a 4.
Okay, so
So-
probably not.
The
So
dust
it
eats
will
it.
take 3d8.
3d8.
imagine the sounds are much for that.
Elementals are magical, yes?
Yes. 14 points of damage.
Owie.
So what happens if you do dispel magic on,
They get a save, I think.
do they?
Yeah, but also, like,
I'm
you can
pretty
do
sure
that to a
Dispel-
dragon, and it's not just going to make it a lizard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
that-
it is, yeah, it is a save.
That'd be cool.
So I don't know.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, dragons can choose to make the save. Most of them. Most of them have legendary resistance.
I mean, yeah, but like you couldn't just like cast a spell magic on a dragon and like, oh no, it's just a really big lizard.
So if
It can no longer shoot acid at us.
So if you cast a spell magic on an elf, it just turns into a larper.
Yeah.
Damn it, Lance.
I like that.
So-
they just take the ears off.
What about those of us who are half elves?
You turn into like
Like a Ren Fair.
yeah, they're really bad Ren Fair elves. It's not even a larper. It's just like the worst Ren Fair elves.
Bad cosplay.
Yes. So, yeah, my guys are just kind of stuck in a wind wall now. Are you doing anything?
I think at the moment I'm just gonna sort of hold my action until. Well, there's nothing for me to hold my action for, though, is there?
I mean, if they reform, you could whack them.
Yeah, but it won't be until basically my turn anyway. So.
One of them is able to reform so far.
Well, one of them has reformed.
They are pulling themselves back together. It will
Okay.
take the entire duration to be able to.
Um,
Oh, hi, Distal!
Hi, Distal.
Thank you for your raid.
You're fabulous, darling.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hi, Trash Boat Guy. Wait, is it our stream anniversary or
Theirs?
theirs?
Me?
What's? There's so much happening.
There it is.
No, it's
Actually,
it's affiliate anniversary for you.
Yeah, affiliate anniversary.
Oh
for
gosh,
us.
so
I get that?
we're really on top of it apparently, and
Absolutely.
know all of the things. Thanks, Murph. Y'all are awesome.
Thanks for the
We knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we absolutely knew that. That's what this one shot is all about. This
Yeah.
this bizarre
Yeah.
library one shot.
Very special.
That's exactly what we were doing.
Okay. And.
I'm just gonna ask this: is anybody going to take their action this go round?
I would like to if I can.
You're gonna try and shoot the one that is reforming?
I would like to cast Vicious Mockery at it.
Go for it.
You stupid pile of dust! You can't even freaking have a tangible form, you dust bunny!
Well,
There are actual dust bunnies.
that's not a dust bunny.
Don't ruin the vibe! Fish? Gosh!
I'm sorry, you've thrown out the emperor.
Sorry.
Thank you for this app, Distal.
Also, real quick, I've never cast Vicious Mockery before.
Level 5, it's 2d4.
Yeah.
They need to make an intelligence save.
Okay, they need to make an intelligence save.
Okay. Intelligence. That's gonna be a 14.
And that's against my spell DC, right?
Yes.
Which is 14.
Okay.
So they made
Makes it
this
break
save.
it.
Dang it. Okay.
No damage.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Fish!
What?
It's wisdom?
It's a wisdom
Does that
saving
matter?
throw.
Oh. Wisdom. It's actually better because it has a negative to intelligence.
You killed the vibe!
That was a beautiful insult.
In the swirl, you're just no.
It's essentially a middle finger that passes through the dust somewhere.
Okay.
Better next time.
Okay, that's it.
So, how long are you gonna hold this wind wall?
I was just planning on until they stopped moving.
I'm just gonna put them in a cage till they stop.
That's what you do in this world. You just put things in jars.
That has worked for you more than it should have. So next time turnaround, it has to try and make a save again?
No,
No?
just the first time.
Just the first time?
For damage, anyway.
Oh, okay.
It just can't pass through.
Can you guys pass through?
Yeah.
How's that gonna go?
Don't we?
We would take damage. Yeah. If we enter this space, we would take damage the first time.
You keeping it up?
Yeah.
So we just wait until it.
I'm just
Fun
waiting
vibes.
for you guys to do something. Like, this is not my
We can't do
problem
anything
anymore.
because you're doing the wind wall.
I mean, you can poke it through the wind wall.
I mean, I'm gonna
I
do
don't
If we
have
get close,
close.
if we get close to it, we take damage.
Yeah.
Hi, Pixie.
This is
Oh my
definitely
gosh.
somebody's problem.
Do you have dispel magic?
Wait, is
do.
it
Can you dispel his wind wall so we can deal with these?
Or you could ask me to
No,
drop it.
It's easy. It's a concentration spell, so if we start hitting him, eventually
right.
it'll drop.
Okay.
Tickle him.
All right.
It's just Pat, right?
on here?
Rub his
I
belly.
generally don't do the PvP thing, you guys.
Also, one of the components for the spell is a feather. So we're halfway there already.
Can we just take the feather?
You could just ask me to drop it.
So they pulled themselves together on their turn, or I mean,
One of
where
them
are
is
we?
together.
What are we doing?
Are we at the top of the round?
Yeah, they failed to be able to pull themselves together yet again, so Windwall is still up. You guys have to take damage or drop Windwall.
Okay, but it's my turn. Or wait, who else had 20? Who had the natural 20?
Nobody. They.
I
I
think
haven't
they
done
did.
natural.
But I've got a
20.
22.
Oh, right, so
think
you
I
went
go
first.
So
before
he's
you.
first.
Okay.
So it's like,
Is anybody doing anything?
you know, as helpful as this is, I don't know that this is solving the problem.
Okay. I mean,
Drop it.
okay.
So they have failed to pull themselves together. Now they are spending their time trying to do that and knit back together. Climbing vines, what you got?
They're still incorporeal. I can't really hit them.
One of them has come together.
At least solidly enough that you could hit.
Oh, okay. In that case, I and my ape both are going to go after that one.
Okay. You said 8?
Ape.
Oh, ape. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, with my shillelagh, 17 to hit.
That will in fact hit.
For 7 points of, I suppose it would be magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Good deal.
Let me see, because I don't remember. I don't think I did. I don't. So I only get the one, but then my ape does his thing. And it's going to make 2 fist attacks. And 8 is not going to hit.
Nope. Negative rubber ducky.
How about a 13?
Nope.
Oh, okay then. So the 8
Alright.
does nothing.
Damn, lad.
Irvana.
Maybe next time throw a barrel at him.
Well, I'm gonna.
Well, that was really close to my head.
It's just gonna fall down the ladders.
I'm gonna try vicious mockery again.
Insult that dust.
I am going to.
Do it.
You are a speck of dust that is stuck to another speck of dust that is held together with a toddler's unwanted snack!
You know, at the first part of that, I was like, where is this going? Because all of these things are generally true. And then we got to the end part, and I got it. toddler's unwanted snack. All right, how'd that go? They roll a save, right?
Yes, they roll a save.
They roll a wisdom
A
save.
wisdom save.
Oh, one of them definitely fails.
It only targets one.
16? Oh, it only targets one?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to target the one that failed.
I'm going to take that at this point. That's fine. That's fine.
Failed the roll, please.
In that case, they take 5 damage.
5 damage. All right.
But it's psychic damage, which I don't know if that matters because they're somewhat incorporeal. But
That's probably the most
Nope,
likely to
that
have resistance or whatever.
yeah, there's not a resistance or anything to it, so you're good as far as that goes. All right, Vish.
Defenses.
Cast Wind Wall again.
It's a level 3 spell. I'm not doing that again. I'm gonna do poison spray.
Spray it back on us.
the closest, the one that is together.
don't you
I'm gonna make it a poisonous dust devil.
Yep.
Maybe you let him out of the library just so that maybe he'll never return.
So, just remember, I'm standing right there, and so is my ape.
Hopefully that's
But
not
do
a problem.
Do you
It's
breathe
like
air?
fireball, Keith.
Roll to hit for me.
What's that?
Roll to hit for me.
No, it's a con save.
Oh, it's a con save? No, it's not.
Alright.
It's immune.
But it's a spray, right? So
Well, it is a single target.
Oh, is it a single target?
Yeah, because it's a cantrip.
Okay. Oh.
Are you targeting the one that looks the least together or the most together?
Most.
Most together? Okay. So that one now has poison in its matrix. What damage does that do? Or would that do?
Poison.
Hold on.
But like how much?
Oh, sorry.
A
7.
D12.
D12.
2d12.
Yeah, 2d12 at your level.
Well, I have advantage against being poisoned
Okay.
because of being the construct.
That does make sense.
Ouch.
Hello. So there's one that's, and I can't fight the one that's incorporeal, right?
I mean, a spell might, but generally, like, melee weapon, probably not so much.
Okay, I'll go attack the one with him.
Okay.
Away.
Okay. Does a 15 hit?
15 barely hits, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use my action to swipe twice, action surge, swipe twice again, and then dagger as a bonus action. So let's do this individually in case I can look at the wrong thing. Okay. 11 points of slashing.
Okay.
9 points of slashing. 7 points of slashing. 10 points of slashing. And then bonus action slash with a dagger misses.
Okay, so we had 11 points.
11, 9,
9 points.
7,
7 points.
10.
Okay. So I have to math now.
Welcome.
Okay, that one is looking mighty rough now.
Okay.
Okay, and that brings us to Dr. Shea.
I am going to use a magic missile
Do it.
on the one that looks rough.
Okay. Which I believe is the one that has the poison in it. I was gonna have so much fun with that. Come on.
Yeah, I will do
Smack you
magic
down with that.
missile. And just to find myself. There's one. 1d4. So there's 3. Okay. So 3, 3, 2.
8.
It's 8.
8. And that doesn't have to do the magic missile, doesn't it? It's an auto hit.
Oh, hit.
It just
Okay.
hits.
So yes, you are able to. It dissipates and into one just kind of slow spin, that little remnant of the dust devil kind of settling to the floor.
No points on him.
Would you say he was gone with the wind?
Oh.
I'd like you to give me that inspiration back, Keith.
All right. That brings us to Dago.
That's me.
Dago.
I was just.
There you go.
I heard you thinking.
Alrighty. There's only one left, so I'm going to do Eldritch Blast.
What?
Eldritch Blast is level cantrip.
At what?
At the dust,
At the
Steven.
dust. There's
But
one
it hasn't
left.
come together yet.
Ashes to ashes.
That's true. It hasn't actually come together yet.
It hasn't come
But it
together
still
yet?
has hit points, right?
It does still have hit points. I mean, I guess Eldritch Blast, with it being a magical thing, could at least still do some damage. Right at this point, I would say that it would probably have resistance.
The most D&D
I mean, I guess I
statement I've
could
heard,
do
but it has hit
Dispel
points.
Magic, see if that does
It needs to
anything.
die. I didn't kill it.
I don't know what Dispel Magic would do to it.
I mean, you could find out.
Oh, what the hell? Let's do Dispel Magic.
Okay.
I need you to make a Charisma save 13.
Charisma. It has a -2, but it rolled an 18, so it saves.
So it saves, so I guess nothing happens.
Stays together, yes, nothing happens.
Alrighty.
Good thought, though.
Don't you mean 15?
No, I got 3rd level spells.
Okay.
Alumaster.
Wait,
you got
I'm not
anything?
done yet.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not done yet.
It's a -1, so it's probably a different
Nell gets to go.
Stupid freaking doll. Why did I let you have that?
Because I need a friend.
Wow.
That's really sad.
Well, if you go into the backstory, it's more sad.
Oh, great.
So it's not really form. I guess he's just gonna take a swipe at it and see what happens with this scythe.
Okay.
$16.
Well, it would hit, but there's nothing
But there's
tangible
nothing to hit. So I mean, would it do any damage at all?
No, not at this point.
Okay.
The magic spells would, but the melee things just kind of pass right through them. Daniel,
Okay.
you just got the melee.
What am I to do?
Could
What-
throw water on it.
You could throw water on it.
Just windmill your
Oh,
arm
At this
really
point,
hard.
like, you guys have messed me over so much with the wind wall sort of situation. Like,
Sorry.
anything goes.
What is around me, like right now, that I could use as...
This is Wonderwall.
Daniel, if you throw water on it, I can freeze it.
But then there's
Oh
just
my gosh,
shards of water racing at us.
I've got some shuriken. Let's just add that to this vortex of death.
And
Yeah.
we add nails and broken glass to it as well.
I mean, we've already put poison in.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like, how big are these things?
So they would be probably like twice your size if they could actually pull themselves together. Pretty stout.
Okay, I mean, they're not like that big.
Yeah, they're not gigantic by any means. Just
Twice your size.
yeah, just twice your size. No big deal.
I mean, they're not together right now, so
Well, there's only one of them left.
Yep. But yeah, twice your size, justifiable bar fight. Sure, you'd win.
Okay, so as far as like decorations go, like, is there any like big like furniture or anything?
There is the like a sitting area in the middle, like a reading area with all of the chairs and stuff like that.
Is there a
Just-
rug?
Sure,
You're gonna try to
I am
smother it.
excited.
sure.
I'm
Why
gonna,
the hell not?
I wanna run over and I wanna grab the rug and throw it over myself and then run through the yeah, I don't know. I'm just like I'm
Gather up a
over
bunch
it.
of the dust on the carpet. I like it.
so much thinking about
Is it?
Is it really?
I would remind you that someone on the party put a bucket of water on their head to run into a wildfire.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, that's fair.
You want to go? I didn't get killed by ice mosquitoes.
I know.
So we're running blind without the yeah, okay. So you're going for the door? Or are you just trying to collect as much of them on the rug as possible? What's the goal here?
I mean, I was assuming we're trying to like stop this thing, right? Like I didn't imagine trying to leave. I was just gonna run through it and see if I can stop it.
Collect as much dust on the rug as you can.
So what is the melee damage dice of a rug?
Improvised weapon.
Improvise.
You guys have made me answer so many strange questions that I was not prepared for this evening. You know,
Oh, give him in a rug.
I would like for you to roll me first off a dex save because you're covering yourself with a rug and you can't see where you're going.
Michelle.
There's something.
Light the rug on fire.
There it is.
What's that?
Light the rug on fire.
Bonfire.
No, I almost took that one. I can't jump.
Of course you didn't.
That is 11.
11. It's not graceful, but okay, you can run through the thing. Roll me, we're gonna go improvised weapon with this. Because it is a very improvised weapon. That's a D4.
A D4.
Unless you have proficiency in rug.
That's a 1.
I think that was
That
really
was super
cocked.
cocked.
You know?
No, but
It
hold
was
on. All right.
literally against the side.
All right.
Mulligan.
2.
2. Okay. There are 2 points of damage done by removing some of the dust from the accumulating dust devil thing. Sure.
Steph, I love this moment over here. You're just like, yep, that's my husband.
Yep.
I mean, what am I supposed to do?
I
I feel you.
love that you
Yeah.
just did that.
You
It's
chose to marry
really
the guy
bizarre.
who cast wind wall
Oh, I
and didn't do
know.
anything
I
with
know
it.
what
She
I
chose
did.
to marry the guy who uses a rug as a
Okay,
weapon.
everyone yelled at me to drop it, okay?
Jack, what you got?
So Jack is going to summon from the depths of his dark, dark soul the most emo mall ninja looking weapon you've ever seen
No, the talking weapon.
and throw it at them.
Throwing a katana?
Sure. Does a 23 hit?
It does.
Great, then I'm going to deal 17 points of psychic damage.
Okay, so since it's psychic damage, that will actually do the full amount of damage.
And then I'm going to fade back into the shadows.
You
It's
said
a katana,
23?
but it has like
23?
Yeah, that was to hit.
To
It
hit.
was
What
it
was
was 17 damage.
17 damage. Okay.
Sure you want that?
So this one now also looks really rough. It is going to.
I'm actually thinking one of those swords where it goes up and then it curves back down before it goes into the
yeah.
swoop and
It's going to reform and attack the rug that is standing in the middle of it right now, with a person under it. Okay, so we've got 2
Does the
slam
rug stop
attacks.
some of the damage.
Provides
For rug armor.
Turns
Okay.
out it was a rug of smothering.
That would be really. I should have done that, but I did not. Okay, so we've got an unnat 20 and a 16. How do we how do we look on that? What's your AC?
17.
Okay, so the unnat 20 hits. Well, that sucked. That is gonna be. Yeah, we're gonna say that rug kind of muted some of that damage a little bit. Because that is a whopping 5 points of damage.
it's about as much as you dealt with your rug.
It's a shag rug. So they just
Fair.
like the dust is getting stuck in it as it's getting.
Fair.
I don't understand how to fight these things. So.
And it is going to use its
Get a shot back.
whirlwind effect.
Dry back.
So Daniel, make me a strength save.
Daniel's really strong.
No.
I arm wrestled you. I know this.
And I forgot
So that'll be
about
14.
That does not save. So that's going to be...
Oh, wait, that was a save? Sorry.
Yeah, that's a save.
17.
Oh, okay, that does save then. Does that do one of those half things? Nope. Yeah, you're good. Okay, so... Oh, half the bludgeoning damage. So that's 3 bludgeoning, but you're not flung and you are not knocked prone. Which brings us back to climbing vines. This is silliness. Okay.
So I'm going to run over and sort of swing through it with my shillelagh
And hit the rug.
and try to avoid hitting the rug. That's a natural 20.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to save you the time. Since it is now reformed, you are able, like, it scatters as you do this, and you're able to actually, like, run it through. And the entire time, Marjorie is standing back there. She almost says something when the rug runs into the mix, and then just sits back and watches.
Why didn't we take advantage of the lich?
She was just highly entertained.
She's not my type.
Oh dear. We don't take advantage anyway.
Bad robot.
No joke.
Suddenly I want to make a Star Trek movie.
Yeah, you guys are able to clear that particular room. And Marjorie just sort of clicks her little Victorian heels over. If you'll now follow me this way. And leads you into the next room.
You looked as though you had something to say.
Not a thing. I actually have not seen this much entertainment value in a very long time. It gets kind of quiet in a library, you see, so I am quite pleased that you've decided to show up. It's a delight seeing you anyway. I very much enjoyed your company, but this is unexpected. Oh, I should... She rings one of the bells on one of the shelves. Cleaning crew! And a skeleton crew comes in.
A skeleton crew.
I'm very intrigued. I'm like, oh.
And they're just like they're having a very deep philosophical discussion about Kierkegaard as they come in with all of their dustpans and mops and everything like that. One of them looks over to you guys. Evening.
The ape goes, oh.
New here. Just kind of start going on about their business to clean up the dead dust elementals.
Here's a flower. Don't eat it.
Thanks, Fred.
He's already dead.
It's true. I'm not gonna get much deader. He tucks it where an ear would be, and it falls onto his shoulder and kind of tucks in between his clavicle and his glenohumeral joint. They get back to their work. Marjorie leads you into the next room, and you get a distinct impression that the fact that the library knew what she was looking for made all the difference in the world as you walk into fiction.
Nice.
So, yes, there are murmurs happening as you walk into the room. You can't see where they are from, but it sounds like the shelves are kind of... There are different conversations happening in between the shelves. And it all kind of quiets as you walk in.
Right. We're just looking for the escaped.
No, we're not looking for the escaped fiction. We're looking for the guy it was chasing.
But I mean, if we find one, we might find another.
There's that is not the way logic works.
Says whom?
Says the robot.
Who gave you the logic that you're working with right now?
I like that you're applying logic
Robot?
to this place.
Robots.
Oh,
You mean the man
Yeah.
with the wind, the man chasing windmills?
the other one.
Other one. Oh,
Windmills?
there was another one that left too.
There's a little whispering from one of the shelves.
Yes. More recently, yes.
Oh, I know what section that one came from.
What section?
Would you mind showing us?
Or telling us. You don't have to leave your book.
Okay.
Encourage them to leave books.
There will be more escaped fiction by the end of this adventure. So,
If you go, I think it's probably about 6 shelves back rows, and then keep walking through a lot of columns. I think it's from a section called Earth.
Right.
Thank you. Who are you?
Oh, my name's Kaylin. Kaylin the Quiet. I'm a kid's book.
Well, thank you.
We go to the section that the book said.
Would you like to go with us?
Could I?
No.
No.
If you would like to.
Well,
People keep telling me I should read more, so.
you take the book out.
should I stay in here?
That's probably for the
It's
best.
safer, honestly.
Okay.
And so, yeah, now you have Kaylin the Quiet in a little picture book that is coming with you, apparently. So,
Okay. I want to carefully proceed forward. I don't know what kind of. Okay, I'll take the lead. I'm not afraid.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of death.
As we're going through the
Should
just like,
be.
talking to her, just chattering, keeping it company.
okay, that's cool. Are you hunting for something specific, or are you just investigating the area once you kind of get into the region that they were talking about?
I'll keep looking for the footprints.
Okay, investigation.
Although if it's a book, I'll look for footprints. 16.
16. Yeah, you can make out some various footprints that lead kind of like not to the exact shelf maybe, but at least to a general area that you can tell has some strange books that you've never heard of before.
Okay.
I mean, you, Chipper, have, but
Shame.
Dr. Shay is
Yes.
Dr. Shay. Okay. Is there any signage saying what kind of subsections or anything we're getting into? Like some libraries will sometimes have sci-fi, romance.
you walk past romance, and it does seem as though the footprints have stopped for a brief time in the romance section, and then have moved on.
Oh my goodness.
And they are in plays.
What
Plays.
did you do?
There's Beowulf. There's
Are we talking Shakespeare? Is this
fiction. I don't know.
Can I see if I can see the book that it might have come from?
I'm just waiting for
Investigation.
us to go to the book.
You okay there?
The guidance it's always
I thought you
going.
were a bard.
25.
25.
Yeah.
She was a good
You can
bard. She
very
wouldn't be working
clearly
for the-
see that recently Macbeth has been taken off the show.
Oh,
and put
damn
back.
it.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
And we're done.
I'm done. It was lovely.
That's a no from us.
I'm play.
Neither am I.
Yeah,
It's from
I think it's
ER.
from where.
Supposedly somebody dies and everybody's sad for some reason, and I think that's about it.
From Earth.
From Earth,
Yeah.
yes.
Earth. Where this Earth is.
ERs.
Do you actually pull the
Um,
book off of the shelf?
Oh. Yes.
You know what? I will use identify on it. So I'm gonna.
It is a book.
It is a book. As you reach out to touch it, it growls at you.
Nah.
But it is a play. Right now, it qualifies with your identify spell as a furious book. So you are aware that this is a furious play.
Do you convey this?
Like, this book is mad.
So cheer it up.
Mad as in
I-
angry or mad as in insane?
Mad as in furious.
Macbeth book. Can you talk to us?
Are you like handling it as you
No.
address it? Okay.
No, ma'am.
So I think every time I heard it growl, I think we're just like, nope.
You hear, in response to that, a deep growl, and underneath the deep growl, help!
Did it suck up the
I think
guy?
it sucked up the guy
The
and
other
then
guy
came
got
back where.
free? So, there's a character running around
Can
free
you
now.
ask him why he needs help?
You can.
You get back that he has been tricked into switching places
Mm-hmm.
with a crazy woman.
I think your friend is in there,
I
and
head
there's a
into the
crazy
romance
person
section.
who's not in there anymore.
Yep.
Okay.
He's not our friend, he is our client.
So,
I am
Revi,
still not sure what's going on.
I don't remember how to pronounce your name. Given that you've switched places with this thing, do you happen to know where it might want to go, since it's not, where it's supposed to be?
It took all of his energy to scream out the help, but you get through your friend, and maybe even the crow would pick up some of this. No, you, because of the telepathy.
I was gonna say.
If you
Technically
formed a
speaking,
link.
I also have
I was gonna say,
telepathy,
can I
but
speak to it telepathy?
I forget to use it.
Yeah, if you're listening to it telepathically, like it can hear you, it cannot. It's not strong enough to communicate back except telepathically. So she's crazy and she's trying to escape this place. She is upset when the book became sentient that she had been painted in such a terrible light, and does not like how the book ends. Does not go well for them, and she is escaping her fate.
So do we have to get you out? Or do we have to put her back in to get you out? Or can we just get you out and then deal with that later?
Do you know how to get creatures out of books?
No.
You get a distinct impression that he has no effing idea.
Makes sense.
Is she going after the author or just trying to get out?
Just trying to get out to the best of his knowledge. He's never heard of the author before.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I know some way to get him out?
Sure.
I am proficient in Arcana.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Burn the book.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Good old fashioned
I
book
don't think your
burning.
precious library would like
16.
16.
Yeah.
I'm also morally
There are
opposed to
some
burning
spells
books.
that you've heard of that might, like, usually they would have a different application. But there are some spells that would allow things to change places. That if you could get one, and you could get them here, you could probably make that happen. You could probably make that work. There might be some other ways too, but like a spell scroll of swap is gonna be pretty much the best way, that the first thing that comes to mind for you.
Okay.
Excuse me, Arcodist. Can you
Yes.
switch them back?
Oh no. I can charm one of them. I could potentially hold one of them. I could disintegrate one of them, but I feel like that would probably be bad form.
Maybe.
Omnia might get upset with me were I to destroy the contents of a book. That also would give me great anxiety.
But this book exists outside of this room, right? Couldn't we just get another copy?
What?
Honestly don't know, darling. I'm terribly sorry. I'm here because all of this is here, and I want to read all of it, and this gave me unlimited time to do so.
The implications.
Yes, she lichified herself specifically so she would never have to stop reading.
That's dedication.
I can respect that.
Has there been any reports of where the escaped fiction might be located at this time?
There have been 2 different places that have seen them. The Phantom Databank is one, as of recent. And the entomology department would be the other. The Phantom Databanks were more recent, but she could be moving quite quickly. She is moving blind, which gives us a bit of an advantage, I suppose.
Let's bring the book.
You want to touch
The
it?
book that growled?
Yes.
That book?
We could maybe throw it at her. Maybe. Touches it.
Just knocks her out.
Maybe she'll be sucked into the book.
If you hit her with it hard enough, she'll just be absorbed
I
into the
I am not certain that acquiring knowledge by osmosis is a thing.
Well, hold on a second. Like, characters get out of books.
Yes.
It seems to be somewhat kind of often thing, so there's definitely a way to do it.
Well, usually they're willing to go back. The solstices do strange things here.
Well, yeah, but they get out because they want to get out. This kid wants to get out of a book, so what's stopping him?
Is there a door right by where we're at?
Had years and years and
Yes.
years and years.
Okay.
in the
So we
book
come
to
back in 20
practice.
years. We just kind of put it on hold.
I don't want this job for that long.
It's a terrible job.
I'm gonna
You don't
try.
have
I'm
to
gonna
worry,
try
that'll be
something.
a problem for future interns.
But then we didn't finish this
I'm
job.
gonna go up to the door. I'm not gonna open it or
No, we
anything.
just kind of.
But I'm
put
just
it
going
on hold for a
to
moment.
shout to the ether. If the library could kind of help us, and should whatever this crazed lady is like running through, I assume rooms trying to find a way out, it would be very. It would be it would be very nice if this crazed woman would just enter through this door. Let's say now.
Did you just stand in front of it with the book open?
Start with persuasion.
Okay.
Don't forget to give yourself guidance.
I did. I said I did say I did guidance before this. So. Okay, that's not great. However, because I'm a battle master, I'm going to spend one of my superiority dice to do commanding presence, and add a D8 to this roll.
Nice.
Just hope it's at least high. It's decent. 9.
So you don't get the idea that the library is like intentionally snubbing you so much as there is so much going on in this gigantic space that it is unaware of your request.
Okay.
It is not able to hear your request to fill it. It is too busy with other things.
Please allow 3 to 7 business days to
Exactly.
process your request.
Did you say you were picking up the book?
Yes, I'm gonna try to pick up the book.
So, I'm gonna need you to roll me a dex save.
What a time to start rolling low.
Oh no!
I'm gonna use one of my inspirations. I don't want to lose any of my fingers.
You don't need all of them.
Marginally better. 10.
Okay. That is not high enough. It is going to latch onto you. And, it turns and aggressively bites at you. And you hear from inside, like, as it connects, you hear this, I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry! And, the book sucks 1 point of your intelligence away.
I've just sucked 1 point of your life. Alright.
Pretty much.
Intelligence. Is it so like instead of 19 I have 18 kind of thing?
Correct.
Okay.
And that makes it so that instead of... Oh no, it doesn't change your bonus.
Would you like some help?
I have the book.
Would you like some help?
I have a dagger, you want me?
Don't touch it, don't touch it.
I could take it off your hand.
I can take your hand.
What?
What?
Did you just propose?
Or he offered to cut off her hands. One or the other.
Potato.
It's the
Can I
same
lend
thing.
you a hand?
Yep, potato, tomato.
I have a connection if there's
Losing a
one.
limb, getting married. All the same.
What would the difference be? You grabbing the book?
I could
I
take it
got
off
the
of
book.
your hand that it is currently biting.
Okay. I don't know you. I trust you.
I'm just gonna grab the book.
If you'd rather just have the book stay on your hand.
I mean, in all fairness, you've been beating around the bush the entire time
That's true.
we've known you. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't supposed to be there.
Strength?
I don't know if you're the kind
So,
of guy who would
this
pry
one,
it
I
off or
count
just
as a size
pull it
larger
off.
for whatever that means.
Okay.
I count as a large creature to pull it off.
Okay.
Pry it open.
You're probably
I'm just gonna, like,
No! No!
I am keeping it shut as I do so.
No! This is why I didn't want you to do it.
So,
Is she
I'm not gonna make you take more damage for this, but
More damage.
it
Any damage
hurts
taken
a lot.
whatsoever.
Oh, did you not?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have
She
rolled
just
that.
had intelligence
I'm
damage.
wounded.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had the
I'm
-1
wounded.
intelligence, but it should have
I'm
also done
Perfectly.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
So you don't take more than that, but it does, like, the little teeth of this just break off of you. And it's like little paper cuts, because that's exactly what it is. So just paper cuts all the way down.
That looks painful.
Burns like a mofo.
I like yell out all those random things like "kill your mother" and like all those like crazy scripts. Like, "Mother."
Here, take. Come on. Please. Thank you. And I pull off a leaf. Eat that.
I don't trust you at all. Don't trust you. I'm gonna take it. I'm like sniff it. I'm like
It smells fruity.
donkey lip it.
So it also
Donkey
glows
lip it.
just a tiny bit, like bioluminescent.
It would cost you $0.00 to not say that.
But donkey lipping is a thing.
But it's
It
such
is.
a gross thing to say.
And you will regain 7 hit points if you eat it.
All right, I'll eat it. Like you just.
Oh, now that phrase
Oh, wait,
lives
did you
in
pull
my
the
head
leaf off your
forever.
pen?
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
I used his healing for her.
Yep. I missed the part that grossed you out.
Like he pulled it off his little pet. I just. Oh.
It's fine.
Is he GMO?
He's a plant.
Is it organic?
Yes.
Does your plant poop?
Non-GMO.
Is it a free range plant?
I mean, he
Cage
lives,
free?
Can be.
Okay.
he lives on
What's
my
that?
shoulder mostly, so yes.
Okay.
On my
So,
shoulder.
question. I was going to say query, not thanks, Keith. Question. So if I do all the little paper cuts disappear kind of thing? Or just are the paper cuts still there, but I'm...
They do disappear.
Nice.
There is, yes. Thank you, Ace. We love you.
Hi.
Cool.
And all of the rest of you that might still be here for some strange reason.
Happy Uncle
So it does leave behind like little trails of ink, but the wounds themselves are healed now. You do still have that -1 intelligence. So that might be something Marjorie would
No.
be able to help you with
I
later.
saw a movie
Like,
once
hold
and
the
I
book.
don't need that image anymore.
Hold the
Thank
book, I'm
you.
gonna punch
What movie?
What movie?
Anything everywhere or everything everywhere all at once.
Oh, hot
Doing the
dog
paper cut. Well, the paper
Stop it,
cuts
Lance.
between the fingers.
Stop it.
Yes, yes, one of my favorite films ever.
Yes.
I thought you were going to reference the hot dog fingers again for some
I don't need the hot dog fingers either, thank you. There was a lot in that movie I just didn't need.
But
really
you did.
didn't like the hot dog fingers.
Not like the hot dog.
They were really weird.
Wait, is hot dog fingers better or worse than like animals with human proportioned hands?
It's different. I would not say better or worse. It is different.
That is a question for another
just
time.
gonna
Yes,
surround
that'll be
you
an
with posters
off-stream
of-
discussion.
the hemorrhoid on the toilet thing, which for anybody who does not know that illustration is just now very confused.
Oftentimes hemorrhoids do happen in the toilet.
That is true, but
Okay.
it's not what I was talking about. Rat familiar named hemorrhoid, who's had human hands for a while. It's a whole thing. Okay. So anyway, yeah, that one, the emote there, is
There's an
thing.
emote?
There is an emo.
There's
There is an
a
emo of
tiny
hemorrhoid doing the
hemorrhoid.
thinker,
thinker
Yep.
toilet thing. Yep, it's
the chipper
How long have we had this?
since
We've had it for a while.
Well, frick.
That's the
since
clearer version.
since Delirium's domain.
I just didn't realize it was an emote. I have the sticker. Anyway, sorry.
Anywho.
Okay, so
Back to
you now
books.
have a book in your hand. You have Macbeth, and it is
Can I borrow one of your belts?
it is aggressively snapping at you.
He's just got it like pinned. Can I have one of your
I'm gonna
belts?
pull out my water skin and just kind of spritz it, like spritzing a cat.
No!
Bad.
No!
Bad.
Marjorie full on slaps you. How dare you!
I was about to
Is
yell
this not how
threaten
you
fire, but now I'm
tame
not going.
Wild animals.
It's a book.
This is an exquisite work of literature that is currently very angry. And you, sir, put that away, or I will have you evicted.
Can I have one of your mini belts? I assume if you're wearing mall ninja nonsense. Can I have the one that says Sword Art Online?
No. You need one of the really long chains that's hanging down to his knee.
Fine.
Thanks.
It's got the car buckle.
The
Oh, yeah.
calm one with the studs.
Sorry. Just for now.
You were skinny. Oh, never mind. You didn't go to public high school.
No, but I knew those kids and I wanted to be those
To say where's the skinny jeans, but he sags them.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, with like
I'm
3
so
belts.
glad
I just
sagging was way after my time in high school.
Just had a crush on all those kids.
It wasn't.
It was.
You just went to the middle of nowhere.
It was during my
Okay.
I learn something new about you, Natalie, every time.
Do you?
So really come as a surprise at this point.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
But it's
Sidetrack. Back on track.
You are just fine. So, you now have your work of Shakespeare. You are aware that a scroll of swap person would be able to probably do what you want to do. I'm not sure that you have said anything about this yet. But
I was getting to it.
okay.
Miss Marjorie,
Okay.
is there a section of the library with magical scrolls?
As a matter of fact, there is.
Didn't we pass through there?
The scroll room? I don't believe
I
so.
don't think so.
Oh no, just the arcane implements.
Oh, that was the chronology room, darling.
Before that, with the help desk. Wasn't that arcane something?
It was.
No, we passed through a room where
Oh,
patronage.
you're thinking of the where'd it go?
Patronage's study.
Yes,
Yes.
patrons lineage.
Patrons.
I don't know how I managed
Which is my
to
field of study, actually.
confuse those things.
Miss
Yes.
Marjorie, question. What if we rewrote the book?
Oh,
I was kind of thinking that with the else.
well, I don't know how that would go. How would you propose doing so?
It'll bite you.
What if I just tell it what I'm doing?
You could tell
It is sentient.
You would be reworking someone else's work of art, and I have concerns about that.
Make it a parody so they can't sue.
I suppose litigation is sort of in all of your fields.
Or we hunt down this character and just.
Or what if we write a new version of the book for her to go into? So we're not hurting that one.
But is she no longer in this book? And I don't think that's actually what you're trying to do. You're trying to get someone out.
Wasn't it put 1,000 monkeys in a room?
Okay.
And they will eventually write Macbeth.
Oh yeah,
You hear a
1,000
bell
monkeys
ring on
type
the other side
1,000
of the door
typewriters for an
closest to
infinite
you.
amount of time. Will
There's a bell that rings on the other side of the door that is
everything.
nearest.
Is it the desk bell or is it the bell
It
hanging
is
up?
one of the bells hanging up,
It's not the desk bell.
and it is ringing very, very furiously. Oh dear, that sounds urgent.
Should we all go?
Is it our
Might as well
job?
go see it.
This is not our job, guys.
Yeah, that's
Getting
Well, we
fiction
have to
back in the book,
tell.
not our job.
But there is a scroll that we can use to switch to
okay.
if it's here in the library.
It probably is.
Smutty
We
fan.
still need to locate the
Well, yes.
character that needs to go back in.
In order to
Split into
swap
two
them
groups.
out to get our.
Marjorie marches forward and opens the door so that she can see what the heck was going on with the bell. One of the yellow robes is just laying limp with two little shoes stuck out of it underneath it, and one of the red guys is yanking the rope for the bell just as hard as he can. And a bunch of other folks are kind of starting to come out of the woodworks. Bunch of other.
I'm gonna push past Marjorie, and I'm gonna and I'm running up and casting Cure Wounds.
Which would work if he wasn't dead.
So it does not have effect.
No.
I come through, I'm like, everyone move!
Oh,
My
Yeah.
shine.
So is the little yellow guy still alive?
We'll
Or-
be in a minute.
He'll be unlived
Undead.
in a minute.
He is not currently alive, and he has what looks like an origami dagger stuck in his chest with ink seeping out.
Oh, look, ink
where'd
dagger.
you get origami daggers?
I
Look,
knew these
ink
so well.
dagger.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him ratio.
Let's see here.
Steph,
Alright, well,
can you
we're on
speak with
the
dead?
hunt of a crazed
She could probably do more than that.
paper dagger wielding
I
woman.
don't actually wear clothes. I'm gonna reach down and grab the paper dagger and unfold it and figure out what it came from.
Oh, that's a good idea. So I'm not gonna make it. Well, actually, it would be kind of ink soaked. Roll me an investigation or a perception.
This
I'll
is when
take
you
either.
could maybe use mending.
This could, yeah.
Actually, yeah. Let me do mending first to take the ink off.
Okay. So yeah, the mending kind of straightens out the origami paper. And while it does not do as good a job as some other cantrips, it does manage to lighten up the stain enough that you can
see what it is.
And that is a perception of 22.
Okay. So there is a page there dedicated to that one is going to be from the maps gallery. It is a map.
This appears to be a map of some sort.
So she was recently in the maps gallery, which would mean, actually, we can use that to our advantage.
Just got a picture
Sorry.
of my son from my mother.
You just go ahead and pass this around. I asked how he was doing because he's apparently kind of rash and
Oh,
got some stuff going on.
buddy.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So she, you can kind of see what would be her eyes roll back for a moment as she thinks about where she needs to be next. And you feel things shifting in the walls. As one does. You feel things shifting through the walls, through like shelves scraping up against things. And as you feel this, Marjorie races towards one of the far doors. Opening it, there is...
Along with her.
Yeah, there is a large gallery of maps. And she runs towards one that seems quite familiar to her right away in a glass case. She takes a big key ring out and opens the glass case up and pulls out a map.
This will keep up with the movement of the library to the best of its ability. Of course, there are certain spaces that things tend to...
Are you doing something about him?
Yes.
I tried, it didn't work.
Here's the thing. Life is sacred and temporary. So, someone quote it.
My hell!
The lich just looks at you.
You know, here I thought we were on the same page about a few things. I was incorrect.
So what I would be bringing back is not exactly him.
Oh.
It's a different version of him.
So, it would not be him.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the map room. I can't do
So he goes up to the other little ones. I'm like, do you want him back to help you, or do you want...
The poor one in the red cloak just like...
Oh, I'm staying for this one.
I don't think they think you're gonna bring them back the way they think that you're gonna bring them back as.
Let's see.
How permanent can you make this?
It lasts 24 hours.
Oh no.
Long enough for us to be gone.
I will animate the little thing.
Okay.
Go on.
Long enough to say they're good
I'm just kind of like do a quick little...
All of a sudden, like the area where his cloaks were kind of deflated a little bit sort of reinflates and he stands up. It's very like boing. Very cartoonish. And he starts kind of like walking forward, and the red one kind of gets really clappy. There is, however, a gray one that walks in and looks incredibly confused about what's going on. He's got a net and a jar. and you can see this silent conversation happening between them that's just deep confusion about how this guy is now up and about, and this guy came to do a job, and now he doesn't seem to have a job to do. There's a lot of strangeness happening.
I
This world, always with the jars.
Always with the jars.
I go over to the gray line and I just kind of go like, just come back tomorrow. And then to the minion, I'm just like, just act like you always acted. And then I just book it to go after the mouse.
So the yellow one that you just reinflated just kind of starts picking up books and off and putting them back. It's just kind of like pets the books.
I think you made this
so
so much
true.
worse than it was.
Yep.
There's now this whole little trail of librarians in different colored cloaks following this awkward one.
So about that.
It's a good thing we don't get paid because I think you might get fired.
Well done.
I think it's fabulous. Lich doesn't seem to mind.
Free labor.
Marjorie now has a map that is kind of shifting and changing. And she kind of looks to you all and says,
All right. So we have an idea of where everything is. If I know where she might strike, I might be able to pull us the direction that we can actually intercept. Yes, intercept her. So
We need to find out if there's a scroll, a specific scroll of was it soul swap or scroll of swapping or something like that.
scroll room. Yes, let's go. All right. And
Body swap scroll?
There it is now.
what's that?
There's a body swap scroll?
That there is.
It's a scroll of swapping, so essentially
It's
Swap.
homebrew weirdness, shenanigans.
trust me, I'm a demon.
I wouldn't trust you if you weren't a demon.
Wait, hold on. There are some different ways to interpret that statement. Never mind. So she looks down at the thing.
all right, through theology, straight away, first door on the left. We could do this.
And starts like hightailing it, and like kind of one leg sort of goes wonky on her. She smacks it back into place and keeps running as best as a very, very old lich can run, heading in the direction of the scroll room. In theology, of course, because your spell scrolls have to have some kind of a something, there does not seem to be an apparent door. There isn't a map, and where it would be is a large mirror.
Magic mirror on the wall.
I assume through there.
Yes, but there's a combination, and I don't have eyes fully. So, like the books I can absorb, this I can't really see as well.
To distract myself from what just happened, I'm gonna go up to the mirror and like kind of poke it. See if it's a real mirror.
Is it solid?
It's a mirror. It's just it's a solid mirror.
I check my mascara. Make sure it's.
You're beautiful.
You want to check yours
I was
too?
about to say, I'm gonna check mine.
Our goth kids are checking their mascaras.
Sure my kohl isn't smudged.
You say there was a. What?
She said there was a
Combination.
combination.
Combination?
Yes.
So I'm
Combination of
told.
the mirror?
Something to do with eyes.
So I'm just gonna look at the mirror and just sort of take it in and try and see.
Roll me investigation.
The mirror looks back at you.
Yeah.
No, I've already done that to you guys once. It's fine.
It
I
reaches
rolled
out
the
of the
no.
mirror.
You rolled a no. Wow, that's a mirror.
This is theology, right? I'm gonna try to walk backwards through the mirror. believing real hard that I can walk through the mirror.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's thankfully it's reinforced with all kinds of fun stuff, so you don't break it. But yeah, no.
Can I do that thing where you see if it's a two-way mirror?
I'll
The
put your finger
fingernail.
against it.
Sure. Roll me an investigation check.
And can I do it Arcana?
Aha!
Sure.
You just said,
Nope.
aha! Just out loud.
I
Yeah,
was.
that's a no.
That's a no. Oh goodness.
That's a 4.
I want to try identify again on it.
Okay, identify.
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
Nothing. You're just casting a spell.
I was wondering, but you seemed very
You're not-
committed to the role.
What are you rolling for that? Nothing, Steph. Nothing.
But you
Just let me play the
looked
game.
at me, so I was like, yes, I must roll. Yeah, you cast identify.
So-
Either its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how many charges it has.
That's kind of what I was going for.
So it has unlimited charges for this lock reset. It is a visual lock that requires mechanical alterations to the room around it.
We're stuck.
In this, you get the mirror image does not perfectly match the room.
You have to make the room match what's on the mirror.
I
I thought we had
repeat.
to walk by faith. By faith alone.
I repeat
Penitent
all
man.
of this.
Penitent man. Penitent
Everyone.
man.
We have to
Okay,
move
so we-
the room. Okay.
So what's
So Ted, we spread out. You tell us what needs to go where.
Pause.
What? It's like the time that you were singing Little Drummer Boy in there.
That was still one of my favorite times.
Anyway, sorry.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to look it up. So I'm going to put a spirit near the mirror.
I can conjure lesser demon if that helps.
No.
I think you just want to conjure a lesser demon, Nate.
Wait, what language do you speak?
Lots.
Do you speak
Okay,
Abyssal?
it will give advantage on
Was that
perception
Abyssal?
and investigation checks.
I don't care.
Abyssal and infernal.
I speak Abyssal.
Speak celestial.
Because a lot of people that I've raised have gone to not great places and have taught me languages.
Interesting.
Wow.
All right. So you guys start to rearrange the room to what matches the mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right. Cool.
So we all spread out and she'll call it out and we'll change stuff as needed.
I'm going to say with that having been done, you're able to go ahead and just open it. There's a clicking behind the mirror and you hear this and it opens. It's a great big like vault door. And there are a crap ton of spell scrolls. Now, we'll only take the one we need.
Keep your fingers to yourselves.
Sure.
Remember, Abu, don't touch anything.
So the spirit is gonna follow you. It's not like a spirit, but it is a spirit of the
can't.
wilderness. So there's like vines that are sort of holding on to your feet as you walk.
You gave her a friend.
Interesting.
Essentially, yeah.
So she will kind of lift her hand and
Come on, us for a
sense
minute.
what needs to, like where in the room it might be. She pulls out a couple before she manages to get the correct one.
Maybe we should wait in here, not in the spell scroll room. In
That's
the
fine,
theology room.
I got it.
In the theology room. All right. So
So many scrolls.
yeah, does anybody do anything trying to quick hand any of this
Oh, I
scrolls out?
so.
Is there anything shiny in the room we're in?
What's that?
Is there anything shiny in the room we're in?
Theology room?
Oh,
The
plenty.
mirror.
Yeah, there are a lot of different holy symbols that are all, gold, silver, some of them are jeweled, all of that good stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Excuse me.
Most of them are high enough off the ground that they would be maybe a little difficult to get to, depending on how clever you are with what you're wanting to do.
I want to just find something that looks very unique.
Oh,
You
okay.
look in the
Like a
mirror.
scroll. I am covered in vomit.
That is, yeah, I forgot about that.
I did.
That's unfortunate. Oh.
I can take the water out of the vomit so it dries up, crusty, and then you just shake it off.
The whole description of that.
It's terrible. I appreciate the sentiment.
It would stink
I
less.
don't. I mean, that's true. It would stink less. But, ew. That just got real gross so fast.
You're eating burritos.
If you want. I mean.
It's alright. It's okay.
I actually have soap on me, so if you would like some.
Well, I have clothes I can change into. We've just been busy.
Oh, we got a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she has to use this moment to take things.
How are the scrolls labeled? Are they like identified by colors, or they have like actual labels of names on them, or
There
You have to
are
actually open 'em.
like schools of magic first, and then there are like levels of complexity that they're stacked. Like the more difficult they are, the higher they are in the walls. So yeah, it's a big room with lots of stuff in it, but it is not easy to get to a lot of them.
Yeah.
This one, without Marjorie being able to like float stuff, would have been a little bit complicated. So yeah, you now have your scroll. She'll step out and go ahead and lock everything back up unless somebody's glad handing.
Not in the scroll room.
I
And
think Mel wants to try to grab one up high.
okay.
I rolled even in odds, and yeah.
Your doll's gonna die.
I close the door.
Danny's gonna kill your doll.
I should have many moons ago.
That's actually a natural 20.
Balls.
Wow.
Fine. So
Just one at random.
one at random.
Yeah. Preferably one at higher ones, but
You.
if you
get-
want to, we can do this later as well.
Yeah, we can do that later.
Yeah.
Okay, so back down with your scroll.
Okay.
With the book. Now, where would you guys?
So now we just find this person.
Yes.
So we look at the map, right?
So the map
Doesn't show
shows the
people.
current configuration of rooms, but
Oh.
not actual people. That is still a massive help because this place seems to shift a lot.
Okay. So before she went, they said that the ghost went to, or the book character went where?
To the map room. That was the last thing
To
we
the
knew
map
because
room.
of
Yeah.
your robot friend here.
There was one other place that it had been mentioned that she had gone.
Etymology.
Etymology.
It's the only other clue we have. Let's maybe try there.
Yeah, let's go there.
Nothing
That's
else
all we
going
have.
on right now.
She speaks to the library in her weird little way, and one of the walls that did not have a door previous, you see a door manifest. Upon opening it, there are a bajillion aquariums that all seem to have different insects in them. It's a pretty humid environment. There are books about the bugs all over the place. Roll me investigations.
Yeah.
No, you can't eat these ones. I know. Sorry.
17.
Okay.
I'm spending another superiority. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no,
that
was
was a
that
10.
one of the?
Yeah.
that one of
I promise I'll let you have some
Yes.
later. Not here.
We'll spend this.
Is this scroll, does that have to be used by a wizard, or can like anybody magical use it?
Anyone who has a magical affinity can cast a spell scroll at any point.
Okay.
Please don't fall over.
I'm not gonna fall over.
Okay, so Who got a 15 or higher?
Oh, sorry.
I got a 23.
Okay. You
Oh,
very
Steph has
clearly
advantage.
see these scuffs of ink that lead off to a different doorway.
Oh, actually, anybody within 30 feet of Steph will have advantage.
Oh.
Sorry.
I also got 23 then.
Yeah,
Keep
same
going.
thing. No.
Higher.
Yeah. You guys are, like,
So
there is a trail. Some of you don't see it especially well. The people that got, like, 17s, those are, like, you're able to see little telltale signs. But you guys are able to actually catch that there are some scuffs. Like, you might have passed them off as just shoe marks from some of the librarians, but this is different. So yeah, you have a clear path, and a bell rings
Oh, you jeez.
in the next room.
For whom does the bell toll?
Tolls for you.
I guess let's go that direction.
Find out.
That's funny.
So
I
this
can also
one
toll the dead.
is in the language arts, and you see there is a little librarian that is down.
No.
And his
Down?
friend is standing. He is down, and he has a friend who is black robed, trying to ring for him. There are two others that seem to be running the opposite direction.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Eh.
I'll follow them.
Yeah. I'll run. I'll be like, ugh. And I'll run.
You do see.
Just as a quick, is he dead or?
You could do medicine check.
He's dead, Jim.
He said to blah, which obviously means to bluff.
To blame.
The blade.
Well, the other guy was supposedly dead, but she brought him back.
It's a 10.
You don't even totally know what this thing is, much less where to find its pulse. It is not something you are accustomed to
You have to poke it in
dealing
the eye to feel a pulse.
with. Yeah. So-
I will take the time to do a level 1 casting of Cure Wounds then. Since
Okay.
I can't tell.
he actually is able to respond to that.
Oh, yay.
Okay, he
Oh,
will
no,
take
you
that.
better.
All of us are just like,
He will actually
yeah.
gain back 8 hit points.
They don't talk a lot, so every little sound is odd. This, as it sits up and kind of shakes its head.
You're welcome, and then dashing off the direction I'm assuming that the others were going.
Yes. So you guys see that these little librarians, very ill-advisedly, are in pursuit of this swirling of ink and papers and a blade.
And I'm going to cast Moonbeam on her.
Interesting. Remind me what that does.
It stops
So
it
it
from
depends on
changing
what the
shape.
range is.
200 feet.
120 feet. So, Moonbeam, a silver beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius. It's a 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range, so I'm aiming for her. Until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there, it's engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain. It must make a con save, and it will take some damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
I use that all the time on Baldur's Gate.
And that's on its turn.
Well, I mean, as I'm casting it on it, she'll have to make the save.
Okay.
Right.
So
right.
she reads it now. Oh, that is a freaking nat 1.
Well,
I roll so much worse as a DM than I do as a player.
And for that, we are eternally grateful.
in that case, she is going to take 17 points of damage.
Okay.
Can I piggyback on that?
Once we're closer, I can do something too.
And I can just throw daggers at her.
Same.
Why are we trying to kill her now?
I'm just trying to slow her down.
Steven, it's like a Pokemon, okay? We have to weaken her enough that we can swap her.
Just about to be like.
And then once she's weak enough, we use the swap scroll and throw the book.
Yes.
blame her for not wanting to go back.
I'm assuming
I mean-
this is Lady Macbeth.
Yeah, it's Lady Macbeth. She is absolutely crazy. So,
She's batshit bananas.
but so yeah, so that's the opening salvo, guys.
Whenever we're within 90 feet, I'll cast Entangle, but I gotta get there first.
Okay. So this holds her.
It doesn't hold her.
It just.
When she enters it for the first time, so when I'm casting it, or when she starts her turn there,
Okay.
and she's going to start her next turn there.
Yeah, like how far is she so that we could try and catch up?
So you guys would probably be about that like 100-foot range.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative. Oh, she's.
Initiative.
It's caught. 14. Okay.
What we got?
12.
12. Okay, what's
21.
yours? 21. So climbing vines is going to be 12-ish. 21 is ouch. She's going to be probably way on down here.
Make sure you save some room at the far end there.
Oh dear. What was yours?
I rolled a 1. It's a 3,
Oh.
so
Okay, so we're gonna throw you down here.
I
Okay.
got an 8, so I'm pretty down there too.
I got a
You're
7, so I'm
slightly
right next to her.
above You got a 7? Oh my goodness, you guys.
I have a 10.
Oh my god.
Wow, look at you, high roller.
Actually, I rolled 5.
Brag much? Jeez.
Jack.
I rolled a 6.
So with my 12, I'm still at the top of the order.
Wow.
No, I rolled a
15.
21.
No. Well.
Sorry.
I got you beat 15.
Okay.
Shay, what was yours?
22.
22.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm in the middle
Oh
of the
jeez.
order.
Little Miss Show Off over there.
And yours was 21, Braden?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
We'll try to leave something for you guys.
Okay,
I got
This
one
one
spell
I
slot
didn't
left. I
have
want to
first.
use it.
so Shay,
One
you
spell.
might be able to actually act. Well,
Yeah.
my spellcasters might be able to act before my fighters get there.
Oh, you think?
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. But you're first in initiative order anyway, so.
Woo! Let's see here.
What you doing, Miss Ma'am?
Okay, so I am, you think about 100 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to,
And you can use your movement to close the distance too if you need to.
yes, so I'm going to run up my 30 feet. And I have Chromatic Orb,
Oh, nice.
which is a 90-foot range. I don't know if I can get close if I don't want to. I'm going to throw that, I think. What kind of damage should it be? So, it's too cold. Maybe we can freeze the ink. I don't know. I will do cold damage.
Okay.
I also don't want to do fire because we're not from the library.
please do not.
I do a range spell. I do.
Although it is the language arts section. So
In case it matters how much
Please.
you get there.
See, you can fire in the library. This is also a reference to Name of the Wind.
Better. So, is it just a straight roll? I'm so rusty right now from.
Which spell? No, Chromatic Orb. I think it's a.
That is a spell attack.
Yeah,
So you
spell
add
attack
your
roll.
charisma and your proficiency bonus to the roll.
Charisma 0.
Or wait, what? You're a wizard?
Yeah.
Sorry, intelligence, not charisma.
Intelligence 4.
Plus your proficiency.
3 is a 7.
So plus 7.
19.
To hit, yes.
Okay, and then 3d8. Yay!
Good job, Stephanie. You did it.
That's an earring.
That's an eerie.
Try rolling that.
Alright, so 6, 8, and 1.
Okay.
15. 15 damage.
Good deal, good deal. Woo, can't add. There we go. That's what that was supposed to be. Excellent. Ouch.
I'm gonna run my 60. Tabaxi speed doubles that, so
Right.
I go 60.
Insane amount.
And then I'm gonna throw 3 daggers at her. The first one's a natural 20.
Definitely.
Immediately taking the sharpshooter thing with that. She'll take 23 points of damage.
You guys, it's like a Pokemon. We have to make sure we don't kill it.
Next throw does a
Don't want to kill it.
12 hit.
A 12 does not.
Okay. Then the other 2 daggers will miss because I sharpshooted all 3 of them. So. Yeah. That is me.
Nice. Okay.
Just
Dago.
heating up on.
Daylight come and he wanna go home.
Did I come in you sitting at home?
Well, he wants to go home because he's trying to get back to the house, right?
Okay. I'm going. So my speed is at 40. I'm going to run my 40 feet. How much damage did they take from you?
I did 23.
You did how many?
Yeah.
How much you do?
It's taken 55 so far.
Oh, it's taken 55.
Yeah, 15.
I mean,
Just use the swap.
I was gonna say, don't we just need to get close enough to use the swap spell?
Yeah, but he wants to stab you.
How close do you have to be to use that swap spell?
That's
I don't
up to
know.
the discretion of the DM.
Yeah, DM.
I don't know.
How close does one have to be?
So the scroll would read, although I'm not sure that anybody's actually read it. 'Cause she was the one that took it off the
Oh,
shelf.
that's right. Never mind then.
The scroll would read that it has to be within touch distance. You've got to be able
It's a
to.
melee spell.
Yeah.
Okay. I can get close enough, but that would take up my action.
I mean, assuming she doesn't have crazy speed.
Yeah.
And she's a whirling thing of ink and papers. I don't know. Who
She's
knows?
probably a warlock, though.
Yeah.
Okay. I will run my 40, and then I will use Misty Step to get next to her. So that's gonna be my action.
Misty Step bonus action?
Yes.
Is it bonus?
It's a bonus action, my
Yep,
friend.
that's the beauty of it.
That was one of
I mean, she
Sana's
did
favorite
technically
spells.
hand me the
Never got to
scroll.
use it.
Yeah.
Beauty, eh? Beauty.
Do
If it's
it.
a bonus action, yeah, I'll attempt to do the scroll.
Oh, I thought like. So
He
you
can
got
move.
40 feet.
So I got 40 feet movement,
That's just your normal movement.
normal movement, yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I took the mobile feet,
That's
plus 10.
right. Okay. Gotcha.
and then Misty Step will give me the additional 60. I believe it's 60.
There is an issue with casting that spell, though, in that you're casting a spell in the same turn as you cast a leveled spell.
Yeah. So you would still technically have to wait for the next one.
Okay.
But you're right there with her.
Yeah, you are right there with her, so you should be able to keep up with her.
What's your strength score look like, bud?
12 plus 1.
You could try and grapple her.
That's true.
You want to do that into a moonbeam?
Grab her.
You want to do that into a third level moonbeam?
I mean, I feel like you're gonna have to drop that.
Reach in.
But-
I can't do it right now because
Yeah,
it's not my
yeah.
turn.
Okay, he's gonna wait. Mel, on the other hand,
It's just gonna walk right in and die.
he
I would
gets
be so happy.
yeah, he gets 40 feet of movement as well, and
Why did I let you have this thing?
the only thing he can do is firebolt. I will use his action to dash another 40 feet, so he is 20 feet away.
Okay.
We should have just.
You
used
just
one of
showed
the
great
guys,
restraint.
The dead,
I'm
the dead little
shocked.
people to swap.
Trying to keep it fun for everyone.
That's what
Fair
we should
enough.
have done.
Okay. Climbing vines. What you got?
Now, I can continue to concentrate on the spell in wild shape.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, what? Oh no, yeah, you can.
So I'm going to maintain
Yeah, that
my...
was
I
the-
can't cast it, but I can maintain it. So I'm going to maintain concentration on the moonbeam. And you're going to hear this sort of... And his form is going to transform
Going all transformed.
into a lion.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
And
Beast
then
Wars
Autobots.
Transformers.
Roll out.
lions have a movement of 50 feet. So I am going to use my movement to move up 50 feet. And then I'm going to dash 50 feet. And I am there now right next to her.
In the moonbeam?
Well, no, I mean, I'll be
So
be right next to her.
Are you like next to me, next to her?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, but
Okay.
the moonbeam is like a
It's five.
cylinder, right?
It's a 5-foot cylinder. Is all.
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
is.
it's just one space.
Right,
Yeah.
It's just one space right on top of her. And then the ape, who is still with me, only has a speed of 30 feet, but it's going to move forward and dash as well. So it's going to move up 60 feet.
Okay. Moonbeam is a really, really great time to have an immovable rod.
Right.
Yeah.
Did that. Great fun. Jack.
Are we wanting to deal more damage to her, or?
I don't know.
I don't think so
Look at her
personally,
and
but
see
How
she-
damaged or how injured does she appear?
Can she appear?
You can
damaged?
tell that there's damage. It doesn't look like she's on death's door, but she's damaged for sure. There's some ink blots, some singed edges. Or I guess maybe since you did
I mean,
cold
I also
damage, some damp
Don't know
edges.
that it's gonna matter, but
Try to give her some therapy to calm her down.
I'm the wrong person to go to therapy for.
Yeah, the emo kid's gonna therapize her.
I think I will.
Tell her to calm
Oh,
down.
never mind. I can't get into
Sure,
range
that'll
work.
and do it anyway.
That'll work.
I will.
Go.
I will dash as a bonus action.
Okay.
So I will move 60, and then she'll be in range. I will summon my Maul Ninja weapon and throw it at her. Does a 18 hit?
An 18 does just hit.
Then that will deal 18 points of psychic damage.
Okay. It's looking a little rougher. Okay. That brings us to Ervana.
I would like to cast Hold Person.
Oh,
Nice.
That's a good one. All right.
So she has
what's-
to succeed a Wisdom saving throw.
Whiz save. 14?
Oh, that makes it.
Oh,
That is
That
her.
is the
Is the DC.
okay.
Well,
It was a good thought, though.
yeah, that's what I got.
Quick, haste.
Uh,
Disadvantage to the DM.
How do you master?
So, yeah, I guess I will. Let me grab my sheet out again.
Light a torch and throw it.
stop that.
No fire.
Your character is doing so well. You in real life have the twitches going on.
Yeah.
Just like, what to sow chaos?
So she's paper-like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Throw a bottle of ink at her.
I if I had one, I would.
I have 10
Oh
of
my
them.
gosh. I have ink too.
Wait, I have ink.
Hold on, wait. Like, you tell me that as
Sure, like you can just see it in my bag because
Oh,
my
yeah, I got
bag's
one too.
open.
I am. Can I have a bottle of ink, please?
all of us smart people
Grab
have
it.
ink.
And I unstopper it or whatever, and like try and run up and like just throw it on her and see if that does anything.
Roll to hit.
Instead, you splash it all over Keith.
Guess add your dex.
My dex, huh?
Yeah, it wouldn't really be a strength.
We're
Oh
gonna.
no!
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna use my
start
inspiration for this. That's bad.
Let's play Page Master.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Great, I love it. You said add my dex to it.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be a 7.
That's a no. So ink splashes onto the ground, like the inkwell shatters on the ground, and there's just
splashes
smear
onto
of ink.
books.
Oh, is that what you were trying to do?
Librarians are gonna kill you.
All
I
right.
thought you were throwing it. Oh, okay.
You do
Yeah.
see one of the little guys.
Yeah. All right. So then that means I will be. Ooh, my. Oh gosh, that's not cool. I will do.
Always.
Dang it, I'm like behind today. I'm one step behind everybody.
I'm gonna put my greatsword. And attack again. Cause I have 2 attacks.
Go for it.
That would be 18.
That will hit.
Okay.
The ink bottle was just a distraction.
Yes.
Catch! Were you able to move up into melee range with her?
Oh.
I mean, I ran up to throw it, so yeah.
Oh, okay. You're throwing.
What's your movement speed?
Movement, yeah.
How far away would I be?
100 feet.
Well, so you'd
Oh.
be 70 now.
No, then I'm not going to hit her.
That might have
throw
also
it?
been why that throw didn't make it. Like, I can do this.
Can you throw your big sword?
No.
I look over at you because you're with me.
No. Okay, then fine.
No, he just has a Sephiroth sword. He can.
I have a longbow.
That'll work.
There you go.
There you go.
I don't know what the damage is on it though, because my thing
One
didn't work.
D8.
Can you light it
1d8.
on fire?
All right. Can I
Plus
use
your
my
dex.
Can I use my attack roll for the longbow, or do I need to reroll?
Oh, yeah, I'll allow that. That's
Okay.
fine.
1d8. What's a d8? Is it this?
It's
Nope.
a
That's not
diamond looking
It's
one.
the one with 8 numbers on it.
It's like 2 pyramids
The
put
blue one,
together.
the blue one, the blue one.
Blue one. This one
Don't
here.
use
No,
colors
the
with
blue
this
one
man.
here. The one that's been landed right
This
next
one
to
right
it.
here.
Yes.
It's like
Thank
usually ranged wouldn't have the double attack, but eh.
Yeah.
I got 2.
Well, it doesn't have a loading property. So.
Yeah, it's a bow, so it would.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, crossbow
So
is
2
issue.
points of damage?
Did
Plus
wait,
your dex.
Plus, I was
Yeah,
about to say
plus
plus
4.
4, okay. I'm like, that seems real low. Okay. Oh, it's my turn.
Okay, so at the start of her turn, she can make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's right. Probably not.
The DC is 15.
She does not make it. So she takes how much?
She will take 19 points of radiant damage.
Wow.
Seemed to be my damage.
Now
because
she's
I'm up
looking
to
really
Gen 2.
rough.
I was about to say, it's just like that scene in Pokemon where
Yeah.
deals just enough damage to kill him.
She's looking pretty gnarly here.
Very effective.
Okay, something
You have
did
to
her
reload your
psychic
save.
damage, and she did not appreciate that, Lance. So she is going to attack you
Okay.
with
Give me the book.
Oh, I mean, I have
roll
the
with
book,
him
yeah.
psychic lance. So intelligence save for me.
Oh, okay.
You're really good at those, right?
I am. I have a +7.
Oh.
That's a 19.
Oh,
Nice.
well, that does work. But you'll still take some damage here. So that's... I have to math now.
Eh.
27. So that's going to be
13.
14 points of damage.
Okay.
Psychic damage.
Do you uncanny dodge? Oh wait,
No.
never mind.
Oh wait, can a held person held still can do spells? I just can't.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, she just can't move.
She was held.
I thought you made
Wait,
it
why is
so-
she held?
I thought
She
you
saved.
made,
Oh,
you
that's
made it.
right. She
Yeah,
saved.
yeah,
Thank
she
you.
saved.
Thank you. So
Kind of wondered why you were looking at me for that.
she is also going to GTFO
That's
on the
fair.
running and try to get out. So she's going to turn and use her full movement, her full 30, to try to run the other direction.
She's gonna leave ranges of several characters doing so.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we want to hit her.
Who's got the book? Okay, hit her with the book.
That brings us
Far
to
away.
Vish.
Oh look! So does she have 30 feet of movement?
Yes.
So if she's moving out,
Do we get opportunity
we get
attack?
opportunity attacks. Nate and I do.
Oh yeah.
And the ape.
No, the ape was not close
Oh
enough.
right.
Ah.
How'd you get close enough?
He turned into a
I
lion.
turned into a lion.
Yeah.
I am in lion form right now.
He transformed.
So yeah, you would.
Okay. So I'm just going to reach out and make a claw attack. For a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
I told you, this is what's. We're gonna have to reload the save because we killed the legendary without actually managing to catch it.
I am doing non-lethal damage with my claw attack.
Okay.
So it's 6
But look,
already.
You can hand them the book
Plus
with him
another
in it.
3
and
is
tech
9. Plus another 3 is
We did the
12
job.
points of
I thought about
non-lethal
that. I was like,
slashing
maybe
damage.
like that's
This is
basically
looking
enough, right?
real rough at this point.
If the book was not actively
I'm gonna follow
biting
suit
people,
and
I totally
do,
would have been like, we found him.
claw, non-lethal.
He is no longer lost.
19 to hit.
That's true.
19 will
He's
hit.
here.
That's 6 points of damage, slashing damage.
Okay.
Non-lethal.
So that is going to render the weird stack of ink and papers unconscious. Huh. So it all kind of swirls and flutters.
And at that point, I will release my concentration on Moonbeam and let it go.
All right.
Let it go. Let it go.
Now you can close the distance.
Okay,
Close the
Mr. Fish,
distance.
book please.
Okay, so we're going to wild shape. I'm going to turn into a lion because we've seen that is effective.
She's unconscious.
She's unconscious.
I know, but I have to get up there fast enough to get the book. So I'm going to sprint. We're going to drop wild shape, and I'll hand you the book.
Alright, now we'll pull out the scroll and.
All right. So
Start reading
casting that, yep, you are able to swap the place, laying the book on top of her. So your
Sorry, lady.
Yep. It gets sucked back into the book. And Brevasirin ends up kind of out in the middle of the floor. Oh, good gods. Thank you. Oh.
Welcome to the library. I'm supposed to be your guide.
He's not great at it.
See, the problem is you didn't have to stick with the flag, so you couldn't identify you.
Well, I mean, also screw you, sir.
He was at the wrong entrance holding the sign.
I didn't know how I got here. I fell here through the floor, and then I was so confused. I started leaving pieces of sandwich behind so that I could follow my way back if I could find somebody to help me understand all of this stuff. And then it kept getting cleaned up, and I just kept getting lost.
You didn't ring the bell?
Sandwich?
I was scared of what would happen if I did. Was it? I saw big purple giants. And
Oh, they work here.
oh, I didn't know that. They just are like 12 times my size. I was terrified.
Well,
Well, thank you so very much.
Men never ask for help.
Can you get me back home?
yes.
Yes, an exit, please.
Miss Marjorie, can you escort us to the entrance, please?
The one that you came in from?
Yes.
Yes, please.
We could imagine this. Yes, of course. We can manage that.
Marjorie will lead you guys back to the door from which you came, back through the ossuary. All the pretty bones. Do you try and hijack one before you leave?
How loose?
Like a Jenga tile.
Roll me a perception or investigation.
Depends on which one you go for. And I have 2 books I like to check out.
Do you have a library card?
Sure.
Those are the same. So They don't let 12. animals leave.
12? That's pretty loose.
I'm just gonna I just want a little one.
Okay.
We just gonna
Okay.
pull a tooth out of a skull.
Here are some
Just little-
phalanges.
Little
Yeah,
finger
just like a
bone.
little one. Just like
Here are some phalanges. Roll me sleight of hand.
Can I see her? I wanna see if I see her doing this.
Yeah.
won't, but sleight of hand.
Advantage.
Ooh.
Wait, I get advantage?
No, she does.
Ow.
Marjorie rolled a 1.
She's within 30 feet of us. She
She
also
has
has
advantage.
advantage.
Marjorie rolled a 13.
Unnatural 20.
21.
So you catch it.
Don't
I have a 19.
Put
Danger,
it
Will Robbins.
back.
I was just touching
Don't put it back.
Robot man.
I'm going to do some quick analysis. If she had pulled that, would that have brought the wall down?
Not the whole wall, but there would be like a little decorative ornamentation that probably would have slid down.
That
It was loose. I was fixing it.
you see there. If you pulled that out, that whole section of that thing would come down. And
Why do you think I was trying to fix it?
You all should just go through the door.
Mm.
I have a lot of work to do.
He's like, leave.
Like now there's this conga line behind this little thing that's cleaning the books.
Anybody got the immovable solvent stuff?
Oh, the sovereign glue.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's exactly. Yep. When you glued
Glue
yourself to the back of a
Yeah.
dragon.
Yep.
Good times.
Yep.
So yeah, you guys are able to get back through. Before you actually leave, Irvana, you get a tug at your skirt, and one of the librarians just is standing there.
Didn't take the bone.
Ding, 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 ding.
I don't think I speak your language.
I can help. What is it you need?
And you get like
Bell.
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 Did you
Run for it.
take a bell?
Run for it.
Those the big one. Of course, I didn't take one of those. Those would have been hard to get.
They're not
Have
that
you
big.
not been paying attention to anything that has happened while we're here? A guy got stuck in a book by touching it.
I didn't touch those bells.
No. I don't think these little creatures lie.
I don't think the library's gonna let you leave unless you give it back.
Think of run for it.
Swap ya.
That spell's already been used. Do you have something you need to say? I can help. I can cast detect thoughts.
So it shakes his head at you and it turns back to you and you all hear this rumbling.
I know what I mean. There you go.
Just kind of ding, ding,
I get a flower or two.
You're like, what are you talking about? The entire library? Give it back!
Oh, and you said that you wanted to check out a couple of books.
Yes.
Well, we will have to
wondering,
send
it's like-
someone to procure, of course, because it's hard to find some of these passageways. The passages have to have just the right conditions to form to the outside world. So we will have to send someone to collect. Do you have any idea how long you'll need to be?
2 books.
At a 3rd grade reading level.
Maybe 3 months.
3 months. 3 months. All right. We'll have you sign here.
In blood. Which books are you taking? You've got the kids' book.
So I got the kids' book because I want to continue my conversation, and I got the book of my Oni clan.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I read up on that.
So you
Flower
are.
for you. Thank you for taking care of me. Sorry.
No, you were fine. You are able to check out 2 books from the library. Anything else before we wrap up? All right.
I don't think
Get
so.
back to the office.
Good luck to all of you.
Oh,
Your boss is special.
You don't want to say
I
hi to
know
her?
you said
No.
the library doesn't need insurance, but if you ever change your mind, do look us up.
Oh, thank you, darling. I'll have this off to the librarians.
Don't want to insure this library.
Just ripped it in half.
I don't want to come back.
Marjorie, I want to come back.
I will eagerly await your visit, darling.
Marjorie, I want to come back.
Excellent. It would be lovely to see familiar faces. It gets mighty lonely
You
now.
think you're gonna be able to steal it on round 2?
From the library.
Oh, that won't go well.
Yeah.
I'm not overly concerned about her actually stealing things from the library.
Doesn't matter.
I loved it. It's
What
a
about that
library.
other thing you took?
You shut your mouth.
Oh, it didn't catch the spell scroll. Oh. So you get one too before you're actually able to leave.
I rolled a nat 20.
You rolled a nat 20. This place does not work that way. You were able to successfully steal it in the moment.
The spell scroll knows where it is at all times because the spell scroll knows where it isn't.
Yes.
And that's where it's supposed to be,
Yes.
on a shelf.
So you also get a tug into your pants. Hopefully they're up with a belt.
What bit?
Polka dotted underwear.
He's been Winnie the Pooh
Oh,
the whole time.
what did you need? Telepathically, like,
Oh,
what was it you needed?
The creepy thing has a scroll.
Your creepy thing has a scroll.
You're creepy.
I'm not a creepy thing, you're a creepy thing.
Oh, I was probably talking about your, like, demon doll thing.
Mel? Mel, come over here. Just give it back, they're not gonna let us leave. And he'll just...
Flower.
just gonna
Don't eat it. It's poisonous.
waddles off.
You give people poisonous flowers.
Because they're pretty.
I tell him not to eat it.
See?
I mean, do
Why
you
you label
usually
included?
eat poisonous flowers?
You'd be
He does.
surprised.
I mean, some parts of the plant.
He's a walking bovine. He absolutely does.
Fair point. So you guys are able to get back to your location.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, they get you back to Miss Grace's office.
Lock the door behind them.
Never again. And sure enough, the door vanishes after that. But now you know of 2 different locations where the conditions were correct to have grown a link to the library that you originally experienced. So, yes, none of you are paid because you're all unpaid interns. Dude, you should have stayed there. Yeah, much
You
more
would have
fun.
been welcome.
You would have. You would have.
I'm going
I
back.
don't know, that didn't feel like a very welcoming place.
It kind of depends. You
There
kind
were-
of had a rough day.
There were a lot of murders that happened, homicides that happened in the time we were there.
2. Well, no,
Two is
Wasn't that
1
many.
and an attempt. We saved the
Oh, we did
Did
save the one.
murder.
The murder was successful, but the death part didn't actually stick.
It is stay dead, so technically he's not dead.
No, it's dead.
It's not gonna
Yeah,
stay
pretty
undead
sure.
either.
I was just gonna say, one day later, when it,
If it walks like it's alive and talks like it's alive, then it's alive.
The one with the jar finally catches the soul that's supposed to.
I'm just following him around all day, like, oh.
Yeah, like they can all tell something is not right, so they've just got this little conga line of other little short librarians following it, waiting to figure out what the heck is going on, because I don't know that anybody's actually had to bring one back from the dead before, so, you know, it's a thing. Don't let Lady Macbeth out of her thing. I didn't even get to spout Shakespeare, because, it didn't turn into a monologue sort of a situation. That's fine. But good job, you guys. Did everybody have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I like my character.
I am so used to going to the DM, I meant to go here. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope you guys had an absolute blast through this really weird and wacky library. I think that was based on what? That was based on what?
I borrowed less of it than I thought that I would. I would still love to play this through officially, but it is a game called the Stygian Library, and it is fabulous. I had already in mind a library crawl and then remembered that this game existed, so it was more a little extra flavor for what I already had planned, but this in and of itself is a really excellent little kind of module.
Based on Pratchett, isn't it?
Yes,
Sure,
it is
Pratchett,
very
so-
Pratchett heavy
So,
influence.
so if you want to go take a look and look that up, it's I just kind of perused through it. It's a lot of fun.
It's
and,
pretty great.
Real great, especially if you're into Pratchett. So it's the Stygian Library. The PDF, I was able to find it for no cost. So
Support them,
but
though.
do support the creator if you can find a spot.
It's a well-done book.
To do so. That's going to do it for us here tonight. We will be back with you guys.
It's Soul Muppet Publishing.
Soul Muppet Publishing, which is a fabulous name for a
Yes,
company.
it is.
We will be back for our no, we won't. It's an off week. I was going to say we'll be back Sunday with a pre-recorded session, but it is I think it's an off week.
Yeah, it's not big. The first.
as the man
No.
in charge of running episodes, that is up to you, friend.
No. We got off a week this past month because I missed the first week. So we will be back with a pre-recorded session of Delirium's Domain on Sunday at 6:30 Mountain Time. And then we'll be back Monday for another one-shot while we're sort of figuring out what we're going to do with the main campaign. But that'll be next Monday at 6:30. So be sure you join us. Keep tabs on our Discord server, and you'll always know when the schedule gets updated. You'll know what we're doing any given week. And then if you are once you are into catch-up mode, you can always go and find us on our YouTube channel. You can check out all the video content that we've ever created because it does wind up there once we've got everything all said and done. Thanks for joining us this week, guys. Hope you guys had fun. Come back and see us next week. And remember,
Grab your bats and grab your balls.
and if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a glass house.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.